What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another live stream. I was planning on doing maybe my Tony Ferguson video tonight, but I just don't feel like it. And I figured I'd jump on stream instead for a little bit before I go to bed. I'm going to try to go to bed early tonight. So I figured I'd jump on here for a little bit. We could talk about, there's some back and forth between Justin Gaethje and Conor McGregor. I don't know if it's actually going to happen, but I figured it was worth throwing in the title. They've been going back and forth, and I've been saying Conor versus Chandler is not going to happen. I've been saying it from the very beginning. We can also talk about that tweet that I tweeted out yesterday, I think while I was on stream or right before I got on stream, where it went viral. Everyone's complaining about it. Everyone's misrepresenting it. Everyone's crying about it. Everyone's acting like it's the end of the world. The MMA Twitter community thinks they're the end-all, be-all of everything, and anyone who doesn't know every single rule. And by the way, I tried to get clarity on this. I'm still not 100% clear on it. So we can talk about that in stream. But apparently asking questions on MMA Twitter for clarifications on rules that seem to be unwritten is just a massive deal. And I want to talk about that quite a bit on stream today because I think it's very interesting. The most interesting part of it all that I found out was there's so many dying and irrelevant MMA YouTube channels and MMA Twitters that just seem to like to pile on to a simple observation. And most of them, what they were saying was factually incorrect. And that's what I just found most distasteful and a little bit disappointing, to be honest. But guess what? I will never be bullied. I kept tweeting out shit just to piss them off after that. But you guys know me. If you guys have been watching my channel for any period of time, you know me. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if 2 million people, 5 million people, every single person in the entire world's against me. I'm not going to be bullied into having an opinion. So if you saw some of that online, let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are. We'll talk about that on this stream. And we'll also talk about Cory Sandhagen versus Rob Font predictions. I released a video late last night because I started to record it. And then there was a change of opponent. So then I re-recorded it, even though I wasn't all the way through. So I stopped recording it. I had to do research for that fight. That fight got canceled today. So you can't win. I wasted time and for a fight that never even happened. It got switched again. So yeah. I don't know. Now I'm annoyed. But if you haven't watched the prediction video, do me a favor, go out and watch the prediction video. Also, if you guys could like the stream, I'd greatly appreciate it. Support this channel. The only channel that we answer all and any questions regarding MMA. We don't just shout, casual, this guy's a casual. And, yeah, so we welcome any and all fans of any type of knowledge that have any type of knowledge on MMA. And no question is really stupid here regarding MMA. And we like to have fun, educated discussion. And we don't just like to randomly just scream and yell and act like, you're the end-all, be-all. Everyone's smarter than everyone nowadays, it seems, and just cries about everything. But, so I appreciate you guys. But anyway, what's going on, Calico MMA? What's up, Ben Castle? I'm not watching. I don't care who wins. What a week, bro. I know. What a week, Auntie. Joey has been the topic of debate recently. Yeah, apparently I have. My friend. Let me go check it out. Let me go see how many, hold on one second. Let me go see how many people saw this tweet, which is the crazy part about the whole thing, to be quite honest. I posted a video on Twitter. It has now been seen by 1.2 million people. I don't know if that's just impressions or how that works, but 1.2 million people saw it now. And probably 5,000 people responded to it. We can also talk about Shavkat needing a new opponent, which I already did a video on as well. What was the tweet? I don't have Twitter. I'll read it in a second. Just want to apologize for those going off on you. Dude, you don't have to apologize. Literally, I was built for this. I don't care. None of those people, I'm not going to think about any of those people. Okay? I responded to a few of them, mainly people who I clicked on their profile and I'm like, oh, okay, so this guy's a content creator. Oh, this guy runs an MMA Twitter. You know, let me throw a little jab back at him. And then a couple people who were operating in good faith, I responded to them as well. And I kind of got to a solution. I already had a solution in terms of the Dustin Poirier head kick, which we discussed on stream last night. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyway, what was the tweet? Okay, I'll read you the tweet. So I posted a video of Dustin Poirier getting head kick KO'd by Gaethje. And I said, I'm not advocating for anything to be done about it, but I watched back the Gaethje head kick KO, and it solely landed on the back of the head and neck of Poirier, which put him to sleep. It's clear as day in the replay. Could this, in any universe, be used to appeal a loss? Now, what I can say is a little bit worded weird. When I say it solely lands on the head and neck, and I talked about this yesterday on stream, people can say, oh, you got a lot of backlash, so now you're changing your story. What I meant was the actual leg does not come in, it doesn't appear to come in contact with any other portion of his head because of the forearm. I thought the forearm and the momentum of the kick is what caused the KO. But I was curious, in an instance where you have a fighter that makes a lot of excuses, could you end up with like a Conor McGregor who comes out and says, I'm appealing this loss because it only hit me in the back of the head? Because if you watch the actual replay, it only hits the forearm. The shin doesn't hit the chin. It drives the forearm that way. But then the back, because Dustin turns his head, the brunt of the kick appears to land on the back of the head. Now, my thought process behind it, again, was that the impact to the forearm is what caused the knockout, and that made it clean. That's what I thought. That was my conclusion. But when you look at the rules, I couldn't find a clear rule, and maybe I didn't look hard enough, but I read the unified rules. I asked other people, where's this at in the rules? People who said this or that, who were actually operating in good faith, and they were like, oh, I don't know where it's at in the rules. But what it seems to be is there seems to be a disconnect between the written rules and the way the rules are actually applied, or the way things are actually just managed by referees overall. Because people keep saying, oh, if it wraps around the head, it's clean. If it wraps around the head, it's clean. But my question is, if somebody turns their head, and I'm not saying this happened in Poirier Gaethje, if somebody turns their head and the shin just lands cleanly right on the dead center of the back of the head, what would the ruling be? Would that be legal or illegal? And I still have yet to get clarification on that. And I can't find it in the unified rules. So I wonder, because people are saying, well, if your opponent moves and therefore you end up hitting an illegal shot, it's technically legal because they moved in that position. But then I think about ground and pound shots. Well, someone explained it to me, supposedly, couldn't find this written in the rules, would like to find it. I'm not saying it's not true. But somebody explained to me that if you're in a dominant position, you have to be more conscious of where your strikes are targeted. Therefore, that's why guys, when they're maybe mounted or something, or somebody has their back, they can turn their head to use it as a defensive mechanism, because you can't punch the back of the head now. So supposedly when it's on the ground, it's different than when it's on the feet. But I just wonder, in a game where back of the head strikes are illegal, if you throw a massive H-bomb, Dan Henderson H-bomb, and a guy throws a spinning back elbow, and you just hit him dead center of the crown of the back of the head, textbook illegal, irrefutable illegal, does it still count as legal because it was incidental? That is the question that I was trying to pose. Or is it illegal? That is the question I was trying to pose. But you have all these wannabe Twitter gangsters and Twitter know-it-alls and a lot of these content creators that literally have 500 subscribers on YouTube or have 1,500 Twitter followers that generate zero income. All of them were sitting there and trying to step on my throat over this take. This take, that's what, this is the worst take I've ever seen. I never even portrayed an opinion. I just asked a question. The only opinion you could say is, oh, well, this appears to land only on the back of the head, which I meant it didn't touch his chin. It didn't touch his chin. It didn't touch, his temple. It didn't appear to touch the side of his neck. It only appeared to touch the dead center of the back of the head as well as the dead center of the neck. And I just wonder, even if you disagree with that, even if you say, oh, well, I think it landed on the side, that's fine. But I'm asking, in the event there was a strike that landed dead center of the back of the head, it was incidental, but it caused a KO, would it be a DQ or not DQ? Now, the only somewhat legitimate person I got to respond to it, I mean, there's all these like parody MMA accounts that got like 50,000 followers that think they're the authority on something. I tagged Big John McCarthy because I'm genuinely curious of the ruling because I want to know. I just wanted to be more educated about the sport. That's it. Because I've never thought about that until this kick. He said, well, the shin didn't land on Dustin's chin, which thank you, Big John McCarthy. That's what I've been saying, but people have been telling me I'm wrong about that. So I'm glad you co-signed that. It landed on Dustin's arm, which was driven into the head and jawline by the shin. The foot wrapping around towards the back of the head is totally legal. So that is my understanding of the rule as well. But my question is, in a different scenario where it was to land fully on the back of the head, is it legal or not legal? So I still haven't figured that out. It's still kind of a gray area. But I don't think, and I never thought, the Justin Gaethje kick was actually illegal. And that's kind of the take people took from it. They thought that I thought it was illegal, even though I did not think it was illegal. But that's basically the gist of it. Anywho. For anyone saying that Joey isn't spitting right now, go and watch Kamaru Usman finish Colby with back of the head shots. Not a Colby fan at all, just being unbiased. Watch the Kamaru Usman finish Colby with the back of the head shots. Not a Colby fan at all, just being unbiased. See, that's another scenario where there was some people who complained about that, and I'm like, well, it is what it is. It happened in the heat of the action, and that's kind of the same thing I thought here. But I was just wondering, like, what's the ruling on it? Colby complained about the back of the head shots. A lot of his fans complained about the back of the head shots. People were complaining about Tai Tuivasa getting back of the head shots from Ciryl Gane. I just wonder if you can definitively say a knockout was caused by a back of the head shot. Is it legal or illegal? That's what I would like to know. Because if people are saying it's legal because your opponent moves, then wouldn't that make nut shots legal? Wouldn't that make eye pokes legal sometimes? Wouldn't that make headbutts? Wouldn't that make Bobby Green's headbutt legal? That is just my question, and I can't find it written anywhere in the Unify rules. And for some reason, people are really sensitive about that. But I mean, that's pretty much the gist of the conversation. It's just crazy. It's crazy. The tweet went crazy. People were like, delete it. Take MMA out of your name for even having this take. But it was just a question. I'm like, even, what's his name? Jack Slack was getting on me. Like I swear these people have listening comprehension. I'm never going to be able to find it because I haven't even been able to read my feed today because it's just been crazy. But let me see if I think I responded to Jack Slack because he said the dumbest shit. Now, dude thinks he's an authority, didn't answer the question at all. We got these dumbass, I'm not even going to mention them, people who have YouTube channels that got like 500 subscribers. I think they're just jealous, to be quite honest. I think they're jealous that I have a following, a little bit of a following, and they don't have anything. I'm not going to mention them, though. I went at them on Twitter because I don't have a following on Twitter. I'm not going to give any clout from my YouTube channel. But anywho, let me see if I can find the Jack Slack one. Okay, so I read you my tweet, okay? I'm not advocating for anything, but I watched it land on the back of the head. Couldn't any universe this be used to an appeal? That's all I asked. Could this in any universe be used for an appeal? I don't want an appeal, but I'm just curious, what would the rules on this be? I've never seen he quoted it and said, I've never seen a head kick before, but I got very strong opinions on it. Is this dude fucking brain dead? Is this dude brain dead? He's doing the same thing that basically Dana White did. He's just, oh, everyone's piling on this guy, let's pile on this guy. Basically, you know, I'm attacking him even though I have no basis to attack him. I don't have an opinion on it. I don't have an opinion on it. Anyway, I responded. I said, there's legit no strong opinion in this tweet, question mark. I'm genuinely curious on this particular head kick because it landed on the forearm of Dustin and then on the back of the head. And he said, this happens 1 out of every 2 high kicks. It's how your leg is shaped. Not saying it isn't dangerous. Some lad died in kickboxing match last year from the high kick that slid up to the base of the skull, but it's just part of the game. Okay, you know, I don't get it. And I responded, yeah, but this is the first time I've seen one solely land on the forearm and then the back of the head and neck area. My question was just a legit, just wanting clarification on the ruling. And you joined the Twitter mob complaining about a fan asking a question with no opinion, acting like Dana White. Because Dana White, remember, went after him. And he just said, I apologize. It's just really, really basic stuff. Well, you still didn't iterate the rule. Basically, there is a lapse between the actual unified rules and how they are enforced. That is what it is. Back of the head shots are either legal or they're not legal. They're either legal or they're not legal. I don't see how if you look at the rules and it says back of the head shots are illegal, how could a back of the head shot cause a KO victory? And again, I don't even think Justin Gaethje's was a full-on back of the head shot. I think the momentum from the arm is what caused the KO. If that makes sense, which I clarified as well. But I don't know, man. I don't know. People just, it's weird how most of these people are anonymous. I mean, it's still going. I got 20 notifications just in the time that I saw that. Just in the time I went and looked for Jack Slack. But for some reason, people think asking a question, attempting to educate yourself, attempting to learn about the sport. This is what I've talked about for a long time. MMA fans are some of the worst fans in attempting to gatekeep the sport. Go back and watch my older streams. I've always talked about it. I want to have a channel that includes everyone. I don't want to be everyone. Every other message is calling somebody a casual. You know, anybody can have an opinion. Anyone can ask a question within reason. And there was nothing wrong with that question. And I'll die on that hill. I'll continue to die on that hill. If they want to give me free publicity, I've probably gained about, 50 Twitter followers off of it. So I'm going to cruise to 1,000 Twitter followers now. If that's what they want to do, it's fine, But it's just this mob mentality where, oh, everyone's shitting on this. Oh, this guy's getting a lot of views on his tweet. Let me jump in. Maybe my tweet will get recognized. Maybe I'll get picked up in the algorithm. And then the ones that actually are bizarre is the other MMA content creators that I think, okay, they're jealous. They're like, oh, this guy's got a little bit of a following, but it's 10 times the size of mine. Let me attack him on Twitter because it makes me feel good about it. I would never attack him 1-on-1. I'll attack him, 20,000 to 1. But guess what? This guy ain't ever going to get bullied. Ever, 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 ever. Axel Fox, thank you for the $2.99 Australian. Any publicity is good publicity, Joey. 1.2 million views. I know that's my highest viewed tweet ever, obviously. Burns never finished Wonder Boy. Who said that? Think of how Yoel takes head kicks. He turns away from the kick and tanks on his inhuman neck and back skull. No ref would ever penalize his opponent. I understand that. I understand that 100%. I know exactly what you're talking about. My point is, what is the actual rule? Because it's not specific. It's a gray area. What the rule is and how it's enforced is very different. Difference at least with the Ty Gon is Ty was standing sideways. Gon throws hooks right at the back of the head, not because turning away his head. Dude, we're splitting hairs here. Either way, I'm just curious of what the actual rule is. There's referees explaining it, but it's not written anywhere as an actual rule. At least not that I could find. It's not like I spent 10 hours researching it, but I couldn't find it, which is what led me to tweet that out. But thank you, Axel Fox, for the dono. I appreciate your support, and I appreciate everyone's support. There was quite a few people who tweeted and said, well, I don't understand why you're getting so much heat on this. Well, what are people talking about? You're just asking a question. I'm kind of confused on this too. So I'll be the person that all these people harass, and I don't give a fuck about any of these people. I think it's a little bit bizarre, but that's just your typical mob mentality. A lot of these people are pussies. A lot of these people would never do such a thing or talk to someone that way in real life. Any way I act on here, anything I say on Twitter, any way I act in this live stream, I would say to the actual person. Now, that has its limits in a way, because sometimes when I'm talking about different fights and I'm talking about different fighters, I don't mean to be disrespectful to that fighter, but the point is they're not watching it. I'm not directly communicating with them. I'm not attempting to directly communicate with them. So that's a little bit different. Like, I'm not going to go out of my way to find a fighter and be disrespectful to him, because I know someone's going to say, oh, well, you said this about this fighter. I would never go out of my way to be disrespectful to these people who I don't truly know. I'm just talking about the way I think about certain fighters. You know, in my mind, I'm just giving my honest opinion. I'm not directly trying to contact them. I'm not directly trying to harass them or tell them anything which way, if that makes sense. But anything I say about anyone in the chat, anyone I say to anyone in the chat, anything I say to somebody on Twitter, guess what? I would say it to them in real life, and I wouldn't give a fuck. But these people all hide behind these anonymous names and anonymous pictures, and they would never have a YouTube channel or go live most of the time. And they just wouldn't do that in real life. They're pussies. They're just straight up pussies. That's not me. I'm not built like that. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not worried about anyone. But these people like to feel some sense of authority. They're like, oh yeah, let's gang up on this guy on Twitter. I'm a badass now. I'm a Billy badass now. And yeah, that's basically the gist of it. And most of those people are casuals. I see somebody saying that. Has there ever been a successful appeal before that anyone can remember? Interesting topic. I think I remember like one. But they usually don't, even if the appeal's clear cut, they usually don't overturn it, and no matter what. You saying you never seen a kick like that would make many think you're taking a piss as an MMA guy. Give me a kick that only lands on the back of the head and the forearm. I've seen them wrap around. People keep saying, oh, it's the Kamaru Usman KO. No, the Kamaru Usman KO, the shin lands on the chin. The forearm's not there. The forearm's not like this. It only really lands because he's like this, and so a lot of the brunt lands on the back of the head. So granted, I may have seen a kick similar to that, but I never noticed one where it didn't land anywhere on the head but the back of the head. But either way, MMA Dumbest Tweets accounts always post about you. I know. Just haters. I don't care. I want to be on there. I hope more people find the Twitter and go follow me there. And I'll continue to give them stuff to post. But everything I tweet, I believe. Unless I'm just joking around, I believe. So it is what it is. I'll stand behind my words. I'll debate my words. None of these clowns would get on face cam. None of these clowns would make their own YouTube channel, put out their own content. None of these clowns would, act like that to a real person in real life. So it is what it is. That Indian dude, thank you for the $5 Australian. Nobody mentioned this, but Derek Brunson came much closer to finishing Dricus than Whitaker. What even is middleweight? Same with Darren Till. I said that. I think I said it in my post-fight. I think. It's crazy. Darren Till got closer to finishing Dricus as well. Tony should have thrown sand. I know. It's sad. I know. It's sad. It really is. It really is sad. Tony should have thrown sand. I did have my live watch along. I said, R.I.P. Tony, and I just threw sand. Joey landed on the neck? Yeah, but it was the dead center of the neck, which is also illegal. But it is what it is. It's not the point. I'm not making any type of debate here, okay? My question is, what are the rules on when strikes do land to the dead center of the head? That's my question. Yeah, I understand the way they're enforced. And that's the big... I mean, there's a gap there. The way they're enforced versus the way they are written. There's a gap there. And that's what baffles me. Maybe that John Jones no contest was an appeal. Which one? Oh, no, he tested positive. I don't know what you're talking about. He tested positive. That's why it was overturned. That's a great point. The rules are not clear as what's legal and illegal. Keep going, Joe. Thank you, my friend. It was revealed that Cormier Johnson was illegal. He had fingered Johnson's eye during the finish as a result. That's not accurate, dude. I don't know what you're posting in the chat, but that's not accurate. I want to see Usman step in for Kevin. I would love that. I would love that, but it's probably not going to happen. It's probably not going to happen. I think the UFC's already offering it to Wonderboy Thompson. I'll tell you right now. Already offering it to Wonderboy Thompson, I would think. Shotcut video is doing pretty well. Appreciate you guys for checking it out, by the way. By the way, the guys who watch the channel on a regular basis, the guys who are watching the videos on a regular basis, the guys that are commenting on the videos, the guys that are liking the videos, the guys that are joining the live streams and being great members of this community where we can actually be a legit, you know, MMA community where we respect each other and have decent conversations. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys. Because there's so many clowns out there. There really is so many clowns out there, and they think they know it all, and they're just basically just trolls. So McGregor about to have 2 metal legs. That's true. Gaethje would destroy his legs. Islam was on tough. I don't care, dude. I don't care about the Ultimate Fighter at all. I'm sorry. Do you think people immediately jump to conclusions and assume you were some way discrediting Gaethje's win? I don't know what to think. For me, there's a multitude of things in life that sometimes it just isn't there for us to understand. And I think this is one of them where these people read that and they got something out of that I didn't. You know? All I was curious, and people are like, are you pretending to be dumb because you got so much backlash? Like, what? I simply asked the rule. Not yet one person has pointed out to me the actual rule. Some people have suggested this, suggested that. I've yet to be able to find the exact context in the unified rules that describes what people have described. And that's all I was getting at. What's up, Joey? What's up, JJ Smoke? Appreciate you, Joey. That Wonder Boy wouldn't fight if you wrestled in elementary school joke is effing hilarious. I've been saying that for a while, dude. I can't remember when I first said that. Let me actually search that in my comments. Because I remember the first video I said it in. I forgot that I said it. And somebody commented it. Let's see. It's at least 6 months ago. But I think it was longer than that. Because someone commented, I searched Wonder Boy wrestled. Someone commented 6 months ago, Shavkat wrestled back in elementary school. Wonder Boy won't fight him. I'm a dead man. Someone commented that. I guess I must have said it in the video. Cruz vs. Figgy co-main for September. Is it really? Is that official? Let me go take a look. Let me go take a look. Let me go take a look. I don't see it anywhere. Are you just posting fake news? Is that what you're doing? No, it's not official, just suggesting. Yeah, well, that never had an official date, so I'm thinking that makes perfect sense. Do you think Gaethje versus McGregor gets made? Wouldn't shock me. And boy, would it make me laugh my ass off. Imagine rimming another grown man for close to a year. Just begging, please give me a fight, Daddy McGregor. Please give me a fight, Daddy. I'll let you oil check me in the cage repeatedly over and over and over again. That's Chandler. That's Chandler sucking up to Conor McGregor. And then imagine filming a show with him and then giggling as he mushes your face and just laughing and hee hee hee. Oh, McGregor, thank you for touching my face. Hee 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 hee. And then imagine never getting that fight. You groveled like a little bitch and then you're never going to get the fight. Which is hilarious to me. But if it does, I think Chandler is going to go off the deep end. Dude, he's been begging for that fight. He wants that fight more than he's stressed out. I'm telling you right now, I know for a fact he's stressed out. I don't think it's happening. You guys know me. I've said it's probably not happening since the beginning. It's so hard to feel any level of excitement for a short notice catchweight main event. I agree. Then Chandler gets smoked by Arman and cut. I saw a Reddit post making fun of you, and I can relate. I asked a genuine question and get made fun of when it can be taken as stupid. Hey, man, that's just the way the MMA community is in general. They're just know-it-alls, and they try to gatekeep the sport. Like, nobody else can know anything more than them. Nobody else can know any less than them. Chandler gets so nervous seeing Conor call out. Dude, I'm telling you right now, he's, like, really upset about that. So, nah, I don't think Chandler's a harder fight. Chandler is just going to go out there and throw haymakers and probably get slept. I think Gaethje's a harder fight. Chandler's ranked 5. How? I don't know, by losing. Who has Chandler even beaten? Who has Chandler even beaten? Tony? Tony and Hooker? Is that it? That's his only wins. Damn, I'm shook right now. Dude beat the dead body of Tony Ferguson. And Dan Hooker. Is anyone actually talking about the illegal kick in the mainstream media? It's not. I don't think it's necessarily illegal. We just went through all that. But no, nobody's questioning it. But the rules aren't written clearly, I'll tell you that much. But no, it's just... But I guarantee, I'll tell you this right now, if Joe Rogan suggested it, if Joe Rogan said, oh, that might have been illegal. That looked a little suspicious on the back of the head. I guarantee all the MMA sycophants of Joe Rogan will be like, yes. How good he looked against DP, Olives, and Gaethje has something to do with for Chandler, though. Yeah, I think so. I mean, I don't think this version of Conor against any legit fighter, dude, and especially getting off PEDs. He's gonna have a slump. This channel has the best MMA fans, actually thoughtful and original. That's the goal here. I'm not trying to have a bunch of like weirdos, know-it-alls, people who insult people constantly and call people casuals. If you're that type of person, I don't want you here. I'm just trying to form a decent community, you know, not a community of like incel trolls. You know, I know some people like that type of stuff. That's not me. Can you say for sure Conor's on PEDs? I mean, take it from Conor himself. Conor said he was not clean. So you take that for what you will. And he's still not clean. He's still not clean. Let me take a look at something. By the way, guys, I literally basically got finished cutting my grass, came in, sat down for about maybe 25 minutes, 30 minutes, and then I came right up here and jumped on stream. I was going to take a shower, but then I said, you know, I'll take a shower after the stream. I didn't want to go too late because I want to go to bed early tonight. I didn't sleep at all last night. I didn't take a nap today. And I am dead, boys. And I am dead. Can we believe everything Conor says now? No, you cannot. Joey's easily the best MMA content creator. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Josh. I appreciate you. It's the only MMA live channel that I can actually chat MMA, and the stream just doesn't turn in impressions or reading the most absurd messages. I'm happy I can be that for you, my friend. And you don't utilize gimmicks? Fair enough. Yeah, I'm just being myself on here. That's it. Joe, are you going to watch Dana White's Contender Series? Maybe some of it. I usually watch like 50-50. Will Charles completely decimate Islam, or will this one be like last time one? I think it'll be a little bit more competitive this time, but Islam will get it done. Probably submission again. You're so right. If Joe Rogan said this, everyone would react differently. Yes. Yes, it would. Yes, they would. They'd be like, oh, yeah, Joe's on to something here. Joe's on to something. Because you got these weirdos who don't know shit about MMA who just follow everything Joe Rogan says, even though he doesn't know shit. Do you think Wonder Story should get a show money? I'm not being rude, but didn't his decision make him a bit cowardly, and doesn't the UFC hate that? I don't know. If I was making the decision, I'd give him a show money. I wouldn't be happy about it, but I can't wish another man out of a check, especially when he performed his duties of the contract and the guy that he was supposed to fight did not. But it's definitely annoying considering you're getting favorable matchups. You know? You think Usman doesn't want to fight Shavkat because he knows it's a risky fight? 100%. I've been a big Usman, defender in the fact that he was active and he took on all comers. I think he called out Khamzat because he knew he wasn't fighting Khamzat. I don't think he's going to ever talk about Shavkat because he can actually fight Shavkat. So, yeah, who's going to step up to fight Shavkat? Probably nobody. But yeah, I would give Wonderboy a show money, but I'd be annoyed about it. But what I would try to do is say, look, we're just going to book you for another fight ASAP against Shavkat. He needs an opponent. Renat versus Shavkat. Renat versus Wonderboy. If Wonderboy beats him, then then Shavkat versus Wonderboy. Usman and him are teammates. Yeah, so it's not going to happen. You're right. Wouldn't be surprised to see Islam decision win via controlling Oliveira. Yeah, you're probably right. Dana is vacation, which is why he didn't get paid yet. Yeah, I don't believe that. They're not going to pay him. If I had to guess, I don't think they pay him. I do not think they pay him. Who do you guys want to see step in for Shavkat? I'd love to know. I'd love to know, boys. I'd absolutely, positively love to know. I put an entire video out on it. I appreciate you guys if you would go watch it or if you already have watched. It's actually doing pretty well. On the right side, the channel's starting to pick up a little bit of steam here. Starting to pick up a bit of steam here. I wish the prediction video would have done a little bit better, but I released it at a terrible time, so. And it's picking up quite a few subs, so that's at least decent. Post-fight the watch time I'm getting is crazy lately, guys. The watch time I'm getting lately is crazy. For example, the watch time I got for top 3 takeaways, 1,300 hours of watch time. 13 hours of watch time, boys. It'd be easier to fire if JDM fought Shavkat. It would be fire if JDM fought Shavkat. They're not going to book that. Saying Joe is an elite MMA mind would be equivalent of comparing an old UFC champ to a new one. MMA has just evolved so much as a sport, and the new minds fighters tend to be better. Hey, man, I don't know if you're trolling or not, but I'll take the compliment where I can get it. People want Shavkat versus Holland to be simply a dominant. Yeah, I don't want that at all. I talked about it in my video. Joe Rogan just talks the talk. Exactly. I want to see Bilal step in against Shavkat is what you're saying. Yeah. I like your point that Wonderboy should take the Shavkat fight since it's his fastest route to the title. He always says his last run for the belt. Yep. Throw his words right back at him. Okay, Wonderboy. If you beat Shavkat, we'll give you a #1 contender fight. Michelle Pereira wasn't going to get you there, buddy boy. I want to see Bilal Muhammad step in. Imagine Bilal Muhammad beat Shavkat Rakhmonov. Imagine the meltdown the MMA fans would have. I'd be so annoyed. I need to see Shavkat in the title fight. I want to see Shavkat versus Khamzat. I really do. Joshua Andrews MMA, thank you for the $5 super chat. I appreciate the donation. I need to reap some revenue. I've been attacked. I need your guys' support. I've been attacked. I've been brutally assaulted on Twitter. Now I need your guys' donations. I need your support. Thank you for the $5, Joshua Andrews. Do you think Colby can beat Leon? 100% he can beat Leon. But there's no message, Joshua Andrews. But either way, I appreciate you, my friend. Appreciate you very much. Thank you for the $5. I needed that support, man. Wait, what happened on Twitter? Oh, my goodness. You got to watch the beginning of the stream again. I've been brutally attacked by thousands of brain-dead MMA fans. Thousands. Literally thousands. There's no way I could even read them all. I just picked and choose certain ones and was like, okay, I'll respond to this. Responded to probably like 10 people. But thank you. I need to send out a newsletter. We need your support. I need your backup. I'm being attacked by MMA Twitter. I need your support now. For just $9.99 a day, you can help support my fight against the most casual, brain-dead MMA fans to ever exist on MMA Twitter. Get your donations in while you can. Quick. For 6 easy payments and $9.99, you can fight. You can keep up the good fight against the casuals on MMA Twitter. Why not fight Shavkat? I don't know. Who are you talking about? Why is Wonderboy declining Shavkat? I mean, Shavkat's a good striker as well. I know, dude, but he says he's a grappler. He even said something like, you submitted Jeff Neal. That's why I'm not fighting you. I can't remember exactly what he said, but he said something along those lines. I think they'll have Shavkat at match. I don't even want to see Shavkat versus Gastelum. That's never a fight I wanted to see. That's never a fight I wanted to see, to be quite honest. Considering what Burns did to Hamzat, aren't you a little concerned about Costa's power? I mean, concerned. I'm not his brother. I'm not his coach. But it's going to be a competitive fight. I mean, I think Costa could win. Shavkat versus Usman, we don't want that either. I want that. At least Big John McCarthy was cool. That's very true. That is very true. Oh, if he would have went off, I probably would have had to made a video on it. Jack Slack is a bum. Sorry, not sorry. Corey and Font prediction. Going to watch the video now, though. I'm going to Corey by TKO. He's just more well-rounded. Font just has his boxing and his jab. So, I'm so annoyed. I re-record. I got like 10 minutes into my video recording. I realized they added another fight to the card. And I quit my video, went and did another 15, 20 minutes of research, and they swapped out the fight again. Boys. But yeah, make sure to watch the prediction video. Damn, your tweet now has 1.2 million views. Dude, I told thousands. I would say like 10,000 people probably responded. If I had to guess. I don't know. I couldn't possibly read everything. Jack Slack's YouTube equivalent of Ranking Squatter with his one video a week with 100,000 patrons on Patreon. Okay. Congrats to him. I don't really know him. I just heard his name a couple times, especially when Dana White attacked him. But yeah, it seemed like he was, acting out of line a little bit too. These people don't interact like this in real life. I'm telling you that right now. They don't interact like that to somebody in real life. It's just some weird online mindset, terminally online type mindset. But hell, it gave me entertainment, so I'll take it. I wouldn't trade it. Do you not think Strickland's propane is a bit overrated? I mean, it's 2-2. What are you talking about, his propane? I don't even know what that means. Joe, after seeing his Pereira's performance, who do you think beats him at 205? Everyone in the top 5 except Johnny Walker, I think, is number 5. I think Magomed Ankalaev easily beats him, I think. Yuri easily beats him. I think Jamal easily beats him. And who else is in the top? I think Rockage easily beats him. Matt Fravolis versus Mateus Rebetsky. Is that booked? Wait, what did Dana say about Jack Slack? Go back and watch my Francis Ngannou video. All he did was insult his appearance. That's all he did. Ank smokes Pereira in one round. Maybe. Dude, Pereira has bad defensive striking. Especially when he's worried about the grappling. I'd rather see Pereira versus Matt Fravola. Stop. I'm the biggest Pereira fan. I'll admit his striking was not pretty. Yeah, it was a horrible performance. Fana's never been finished via TKO KO. Surprising since he seems to have been hurt in every recent fight besides the Yanez fight. Dude, he literally got Sweet Chin music by Marlon Vera. Who would you want Matt Favola to fight next? Paddy Pimblett. Favola versus Rebetsky is not booked. Okay, I don't know why somebody acted like it was. I wonder. But yeah, that'd be a good fight. But I want the Paddy Pimblett one. All right, what else did I miss? Wait, what? I already answered that. Michel Pereira is now being forced to move up to middleweight. Good. Make him fight Alex Pereira now. Michel versus Renat Fakhretdinov. I don't even know if he's going to be forced to go up at welterweight. I'm surprised that Ngannou Dana videos don't have more views. Those longer videos are bangers. Long form content doesn't work as well, but I'll continue to do it because I like putting out those types of videos. Like, I knew when I was doing them, like, these really should be under 20 minutes, but I can't. I mean, 22 minutes, 31 minutes. I mean, the Francis Ngannou announced his historic deal only has 3,000 views, but has a shit ton of watch time. But it really should have gotten more. Everything I covered, the entire situation was spot on from start to finish. Unfortunately, none of them really took off. None of them really took off. They all got decent views, but none of them really took off. You know? But they all got okay views. Most recent one almost a little over 5,000. Gabriel Bonfim versus JDM. Would love it. Damn, 40 minutes late. I'm going to have to rewatch after another live with Joey and the boys. Did you not get notifications again? Clown me all you want for this take, but I genuinely believe Krylov would beat Pereira. I would take Krylov 9 times out of 10. I'm with you, bro. I think Krylov would easily... I think he'd finish Pereira via submission. Early. I'd pick him first or second round sub. When a Spanish interview, Michael Morales said he wants to fight Shavkat September 16th. That'd be crazy. Abus versus Andre Muniz. Yeah, loser gets cut. Green versus Pimblett. Sure. Unpopular opinion, Renat beats Burns. Wouldn't surprise me, but I wouldn't go that far just yet. I think it was just a suggestion. Oh, I see. I can't believe Abus Magomedov had such bad cardio. Straight up atrocious cardio. Atrocious cardio. Unpopular opinion. I already read that. What would you like to see Derek Lewis now that he's a free agent? Go fight Francis Ngannou in PFL. Ozdemir was very solid takedown defense, and Krylov was pretty much dunking him on his head in their fight. Yeah, Krylov has very good grappling. Krylov has had a career resurgence. If Jan was 6 months younger, he would have completed the rear naked choke in the first. I don't know about all that, but he's definitely wasn't in his prime. But he just doesn't have good grappling overall. Michael Moraes versus Shavkat would be sick. It's still not a fight I'm super interested in. Thoughts on everyone clowning you on Twitter? We already talked about that at the beginning of the stream. They're all clowns. They don't know what they're talking about. They have reading and comprehension issues. And the rules are not specified, and I still can't find it written in the unified rules clarification on it, and it's just not there. So I know how it's enforced, but it's not written in the rules that way. And that was the point of the tweet. But it's awesome, man. I think it's crazy awesome. I've gained like 50 followers, and I got 1.2 million views, so I'm hyped about it. But it just shows the lack of knowledge from the MMA community and just the lack of, they try to gatekeep this sport. I just find it bizarre. But they ain't going to bully me. Who do you think Shara Bullet makes his debut against? I don't know. It doesn't seem like he's ever fighting. Green called out Moicano. Moicano would spank him badly. I think Paul Craig might even potentially be able to sub Pereira. Paul Craig would get KO'd, I think, but it's possible. If he got Pereira down, he's definitely subbing him, but I don't think he'd be able to get him down. Green would lose to Moicano. Agreed. Joey, now you know what it feels like to be Islam Bilal. Is he with these brain dead fans attacks in batches? Yeah, I mean, I guess so. I think Abu's debut in ethnicity helped him. Helped him what? Usman should fight Shavkat. Agreed. Dude was bragging about having more Twitter followers. That means something. Yeah, he was like, I got 1,000 more followers than you on Twitter. I'm like, oh, how much? Did you see me respond? How much revenue is that generating you? How much revenue is that generating you? With your dead YouTube channel, you bitch. These people were just trying to connect their name to mine because they just were jealous. That's it. At least those real small MMA content creators are like, oh, let me jump in on this. Let me jump in on this. I'm jealous of this guy. I wish I had a little bit more following on YouTube, but I only have 500 subscribers and I've been working at it for 5 years because I have horrible content. Usman Whitaker 170. I don't really want to say it. Cheryl Bullet has one eye. How would it get approved by the commission? I don't know. Bro, I just missed my connecting train by 2 minutes, and now I'm big chilling for the next 30 minutes. F my life. Well, at least you get to listen to this pleasure stream. The Iron Turtle versus Bo Nickel. That'd be a sick fight. What happened on Twitter? I don't have one. You got to rewatch the beginning of the stream. Basically, I tweeted out asking a question about the rule on back of a headshots, and everyone acted like it was the craziest thing ever. And it got thousands upon thousands of responses. And it gained me a bunch of followers on Twitter. And it got 1.2 million views. So it was pretty crazy. But if you watch the beginning of the stream, I talked about it maybe like 5-10 minutes into the stream. But that's basically the gist of it. If I told you a year ago Johnny Walker's one win from a title fight, you would have called me crazy. Yes, I would have. I thought he was going to lose to Anthony Smith. Iron Turtle destroys Nickel. It'd be an interesting fight. Do you think 293 gets announced today? I'm thinking it's going to get announced late one night because it's going to get announced like Australian time. Andre Petroski versus Bo Nickel. Dude, Petroski might even beat Bo. I don't think the UFC would book it. I think they're only going to book Bo for favorable matchups for like at least the next 2 or 3 fights. Especially how good Craig looked at middleweight. I wouldn't say he looked that great, but I know what you mean. He looked all right. Andre Muniz was overrated, though. I said that going into the fight, and I still believe that. Bo versus Muradov would probably make sense. I think Bo would win that. I think Bo would beat Andre Muniz, to be quite honest. I forgot the greatest fighter of all time, Gerald Mearshart, is fighting Petroski 292. Petroski will win that fight, I think. Gerald Mearshart was just an okay fighter. Just an okay fighter, my friend. Honestly, yeah, Bo versus Muniz at this point isn't bad. Yeah, I think Bo would win that fight. Do you think Alex beats Yuri? Nah, I think Yuri flatlines him badly. I think flatlines him badly. But it'd be interesting because if Yuri gets too wild and reckless, he could get clipped and KO'd. He's not immune to getting KO'd. People too big made a big deal out of Muniz subbing old man Jacare. Yeah, that's true. Barberina versus... No, stop. Does Gary get a top 5 guy if he beats Neal? He probably should, but I don't know if he will. Wonder Boy will probably still waiting for a favorable matchup. He'll fight him then. People... I wish he did, though. I forgot the greatest fighter of all time. Okay, I already read that. Muradov did not look impressive at all versus, what's his name? Versus Barberina. I don't think he looks very impressive at all. Let's see. I wonder if this Justin Gaethje Conor McGregor fight actually happens. I think it could. I've been saying that from the beginning. Do you think Peter Yan picked a new team yet? Also, who should he fight? He should have fought Marlon Vera, but I don't know. Dude, you are getting cooked so badly on Twitter. I wouldn't say cooked. Doesn't that mean like somebody's saying actually something logical? Doesn't that mean actually like, oh, they really got you? They didn't get me at all. Nothing they said was really accurate. Not a single person really said anything accurate. But definitely a lot of people triggered by not reading, not having reading and comprehension. It's crazy the amount of people that don't have simple reading and comprehension skill. Can we agree Yuri and Alex both beat Hill? I think Yuri beats Hill. I don't know about Alex yet. Conor toys with Gaethje. Dude, Conor getting off the PEDs. His chin's probably going to completely go. Shavkat will destroy him pretty easily. Who? Khabibulov versus Brendan Allen. Sign me up, dude. Brendan Allen's just a ranking squatter now. Roman Khabibulov versus Bo Nickel. They're not going to book that. Gaethje will KO Conor 100%. Gaethje will... Dude, Conor's going to need a second leg. You probably heard this already, but I saw a bunch of people attacking you on Twitter, which was wild to me. Completely blew your tweet out of proportion. Didn't even read it properly. Idiots. Dude, I know. I know. It's crazy that people can't read simple logic. And none of them actually know the rule. None of them actually know the rule because the rule doesn't appear to be written anywhere in the unified rules. They're just acting on how it's enforced, which I understand how it's enforced, but I couldn't find the rule anywhere. But yeah, those people are idiots. All they did was help promote the channel. I'm sure there's quite a few people that found the channel based off of that. I'm sure there's plenty of people that followed the Twitter because of that. I got an uptick in Twitter followers now, which is pretty cool. I'm at almost 800 now. I want to get to 1,000 before the end of the year, so I think I'll be able to do that. And they gave me 1.2 million views, which is pretty sick. I'm like proud of that. I'm actually proud of that. I got 1.2 million views on one tweet on Twitter. OOF about your Reddit post. Sorry, that's a fake. What are you talking about? I don't know what that means. What's the Twitter BS? It's just I asked a question about a rule on back of the headshots and people blew it out of proportion. And they're like, "Oh, you're a casual for even asking that," and it just got retweeted and it just got promoted everywhere. And got over 1 million views, and everyone was just crying and whining about it. But nobody offered an actual definitive, concrete answer on the rule. Still think Hill KOs Yuri. I don't. I think Yuri KOs Hill. Khabibulov sparks Allen out cold. Yeah, I would pick Khabibulov. 1 to 10, how cringe would it be? How would an old, coked-out McGregor with his 2 undefeated belts around his shoulder and a BMF around his waist? It'd be super cringe. 10 out of 10. Khabibulov would indeed KO Allen. I think so. Will they make Allen versus Izzy? Doubtful. It wouldn't shock me, though. It wouldn't shock me. They need a last-minute replacement. Hear me out. Khabibulov versus Muniz. Khabibulov would destroy it. We didn't blow it out of proportion. 5 little toes whispering in the back of the head is how he got knocked out. Nobody said that. Nobody ever said that, but okay. Are you high on or not? Yes. And I'm not crazy high. But I still need to see him against better competition, but he looks very promising. Why does McGregor want the BMF belt so bad? Because he can't get an undisputed belt, so he get the BMF belt because it's a belt he can't lose. So he'll just forever be the BMF champion. That's all that it is. That's all that it is. He wants a belt he cannot lose. This was the plan from the beginning. I called this plan from the beginning. I'm surprised they're not going to do Michael Chandler versus Conor for the interim BMF belt. We need Renat versus Wonderboy or Wonderboy versus Shavkat Rakhmonov. That's what we need. That's what we need. Wonderboy versus Shavkat Rakhmonov. Would love to see that matchup. Wonderboy needs a fight. Shavkat needs a fight. So why not book it? Why not book it? Makes perfect sense in my opinion. Let me see something real quick. Okay. I can't believe this takeaways video did such good views. It's such good views. Tag team match for Nat and Shavkat versus Wonderboy. Sign me up. Sign me up. He needs to be punished. Your tweet said solely landed on the back of the head. I meant it didn't land anywhere else on his actual head. The only other place it landed was on the forearms. That's the only place it landed. It did not land anywhere else but the back of the head and the forearm. Did you see Gaethje calling out Conor? Yes. I think the fight will probably happen, to be honest. That's what I've been saying for a while. I said it, last week's video? I said, look, the plan is for Conor to get a BMF title fight. That's the plan right now. Tag team, stop. They should force Wonderboy to fight Shavkat or else he gets cut. No, what they should do is they should just offer Wonderboy nothing but Shavkat. Offer him Shavkat, 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 offer him Shavkat. Okay, offer him or not, offer him or not, offer him or not, offer him Shavkat, offer him or not. If he doesn't want to fight him, he can just sit out. Plain and simple. He can sit out. How can you pick Conor over Gaethje after the performance against Dustin? Justin was arguably better of Dustin in the boxing department. Yeah, I don't know how anyone would pick Conor over Justin. Am I the only one that thinks Andrade has a good chance at an upset? And I mean, it's possible. Imagine Gaethje breaks Conor's. Oh, you know he's going to be chopping that leg. Bad. So how mad would you be if UFC introduced tag team? I'd just be done watching the sport. I kind of feel like Rose Namajunas having a size. Dude, she's going to lose her fight. She's going to lose her fight badly. Manon Fior. She's going to lose to her. 100%. Horrible matchup for her, by the way. Absolutely horrible matchup for her. I don't know why they would ever book her for that matchup ever. It makes absolutely no sense. Manon Fior is way bigger, way better. Rose should have just retired. I mean, that last fight against Carla Esparza, she looked like an absolute garbage can. Absolute garbage can. Why would you ever want Rose Namajunas to go up a weight class? She was already like one of the smaller girls at strawweight, and now let's put her against Manon Fior. Rose Namajunas is done. I'm telling you right now, stick a fork in her. She's done. And I don't care what happens. She's done, guys. She doesn't want to be there anymore. She's showing up for a paycheck. Pat Barry's coercing her to fight. I don't know what's going on, but Rose Namajunas is done. I'm telling you that right now. She might fight against Manon Fior and then lose and then retire, but she's done for sure. Weili versus Lemos prediction. I don't know yet. Probably Weili, though. Wait, so Gaethje does want the Conor fight? We don't know yet. We do not know yet for sure. But Gaethje's talking on Twitter like he does. And I think the UFC is going to want to get... I think... Oh, my God. Chandler ain't getting that fight. Chandler ain't getting that fight, boys. Always felt Rose was overrated. Definitely she was. Do you smoke cigars? No, I don't smoke anything. Make a video. Rose Namajunas is overrated. I have way too much. I have way too much to do. I'm clipping the Rose comment. You might be right. Clip it then, buddy. Clip it. She's being coerced by Pat Barry to fight. She doesn't actually want to be there. Benoit Saint Denis is top 10 material. Agree or disagree? Disagree. He might be top 15. After seeing Rose lose in a grappling match against Robertson, I think that's the name of who the Savage on the ground. I lost any hope for. I agree. It's crazy how people hyped up fighters that can only beat cans. I know. Sean O'Malley's getting a title shot. He has one win over a fighter on the active UFC roster, and it's a robbery, brutal robbery win. It's a brutal robbery win. That's just the way it is, but I guess that's the sport we live in. I think it's going to be crazy if they announce anything other than Yuri versus Alex Pereira. I think that'll be crazy. Mavsar versus Allen. Who would your pick be? Probably Allen. But I'm high on Mavsar, but I just think Allen's better overall. Does TKZ have a chance against Holloway? No. Who wins, Ferguson or Miller? Miller. Volk versus the Poirier co-main, Alex versus Yuri. The only thing that makes me think Alex isn't getting a title shot is the UFC doesn't like to let a title sit vacant for long. So it makes me wonder, do they book a fight in September? Don't be surprised if you get a vacant light heavyweight title fight in September and it's not Alex Pereira. Because Pereira still has to cut weight to get to light heavyweight. Hot take, Korean Zombie made TKO. Max, absolutely not, dude. If Islam beats Charles and Gaethje fights Conor, who do you think gets a title shot? Armin, Chandler, or Volk? I don't know. There's a lot that could play out between there than in there. Fiziev could KO Gamrot and get a title shot. Alex versus Yuri November, possibly. Or Yuri Prohaska versus Adesanya, UFC 293 main event. Bro, imagine if they surprise us Ankalaev versus Walkers for the vacant belt. That'd be crazy, wouldn't it? If he decimates Ilya, then he should get a shot for the winner. It has to be complete dominance or a quick win. Okay. I'd like to see Armin get a shot. Armin beats Beneil? Yes. Is Wonderboy's retirement near? Yeah, he might just be getting iced soon. He just might be getting iced soon. Because all he does is sit out. He does not wish to fight. He does not wish to fight. I doubt Yuri fights Izzy. Yeah, I don't think so either. I was just saying a suggestion. It wouldn't shock me. Ponzinibbio was built different. Yeah, I know, dude. I know. At one point, there was talks of him fighting Lawler for the title. And then he was out for a while. Timur Katona on Tough. What a fight. Did you watch Oppenheimer or Mission Impossible? I saw both. Do you think current Bellator light heavyweight champ Ryan Masturbator could return to the UFC and win a belt? No. Is Yuri even ready? Supposedly. Supposedly he's 100% healthy. Take that for what you will. I doubt Yuri... Okay, you read that. I still don't understand why TKZ versus Holloway's happened. It's a garbage fight. I don't know. I don't know. I can't believe we've already been on here for an hour and 9 minutes. just so you guys know, I went to bed about 4 o'clock last night, 3:30 maybe. I woke up about 7:30. And then I've pretty much been busy all day up until maybe 9:30. I cut my grass. I just finished cutting my grass maybe a half hour before I jumped on stream. I am tired as hell. But we're going to power through, boys. We're going to go for at least another 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I have to go to sleep tonight. Sometimes I just drain myself, pause. And it's like I need a day just to recover. I feel like, geez, this must be what a hangover feels like. And it feels so good. It feels so good when I get a good night's sleep. I'm like, yes. I wake up the next day. I'm like, oh yeah, Juliana Pena shadow boxing. Juliana Pena shadow boxing. Look how good it looks. That's how good I feel. But yeah. I didn't take a nap today. Usually like a 1 hour nap and I'm just raring to go. But when I get a good night's sleep, oh, it's good. 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 And my lawn was looking like shit because it was hot as hell last week. It was like 100 degrees all last week. So I didn't cut my lawn last week. Plus I was busy with content. And on top of that, it was so damn hot. I was like, I'm not even cutting this shit. And then over the weekend, we got a bunch of rain. So I don't know. To show people how dumb UFC can be, it was arguably and believed by many Ankalaev beat Yan, and Yan takes the Pereira fight. Yan allegedly gets a title fight if he wins, and Ankalaev gets a lower guy favoritism. Sounds about right to me. Talia Santos is legit. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Talia Santos is legit. I can't wait for her next fight against Erin Blanchfield. Elite of the Elite Lawn. Joey, I broke my wrist. That sucks, my friend. Guru accused you of being biased towards darker skinned people. Are you racist or is the Guru racist? I'm Mexican, by the way. Why don't you tell him this? Why don't you tell him this? Tell him to watch his mouth before I get Jacqueline. Why don't you tell him that? Forward that message to him for me. Brad Katona going to finale at UFC 292. That's pretty sweet. Justin throws the right hand, gets Dustin to turn, then the kick follows as planned. Dirty. Okay. I don't get it. People who complain about Ankalaev getting mistreated. He got put up a lackluster performance against Yan and they washed Santos. I mean, I'm not complaining. I don't really care one way or another. If it's up to me, I go Yuri and Alex Pereira. All fighters should learn English. I don't care if they speak English or not. Erin is so elite. I think she'll be a champion. I think she'll be a champion. Santos is going to show Erin levels. Okay. Now, there's going to be no build-up. Wait, that means Brad beats Timur? I guess so. That's what somebody says. What does that mean? I don't know. You have to ask him. You have to ask him. Erin is going to finish Santos easy. Erin is going to finish Santos easy. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. Can't wait for Ankalaev to absolutely destroy and embarrass Walker, then beat the winner of Yuri versus Alex. Okay. I don't know if Ankalaev beats Yuri. I feel like Yuri starches him. What's up, Joey? Hola, Joey. What's going on, Fergo7? You think Frankie Edgar would have had more success in bantamweight? Yes. If you went there earlier, 100%. I can't believe how old Frankie got. Quick. He got old quick, too. You think Frankie... Okay, I already read that. Team McGregor won. Hell yeah. Are there any hyped up fighters that never made it? Mine is Rick the Horror Story. I'm sure there's plenty of hyped up fighters that never made it. Johnny Walker was kind of one of them, but now he might make it, so it's hard to say that now. Wait, will he actually know what that means? Because I'm a member on his channel and he's live right now. Maybe I'm saying random stuff. Maybe it means something. I don't know. I guess I'm the only one that thinks Alex is boring AF. I mean, that last fight was boring as hell. No way people want Ankalaev to beat Yuri. Yuri's 10 times more entertaining. Yeah, I don't want Ankalaev to beat Yuri. I want Yuri as champion for as long as possible. How does DJ do in today's UFC flyweight? He's at the top. He's somewhere near the top. Barboza smokes Yusuf. I don't know about that. LaRon Murphy versus Brito. Who would you pick? Brito. Brito's just a savage with nasty power, well-rounded fighter. Unbelievable fighter. Unbelievable fighter with nasty finishing ability. I don't know if he'll ever be super high level, but I think he smokes LaRon Murphy. I don't know, though, because he might gas out. If he doesn't get the finish, he'd gas out. So, UFC 293 could be announced today or tomorrow. I still believe it will be announced today because 294 got an announcement late. That is true, but it wasn't that late. It was like 9 o'clock, I think. But yeah, Patchy Mix versus Pantoja. Yeah. They're not in the same weight class. Ben Askren versus Jorge Masvidal. 2 predictions. Ben Askren probably. But I don't know. Brito could be something. Don't fight very economically. If you know what I mean. He's a bit too wild. Yeah, he's a bit too wild. I see him gassing against elite competition. Jack Shore needs to go back to bantamweight. He's too small and might get bullied by a top 145er because of his size disadvantage. Yeah, I don't think he's going to have success at 45. Joe, you missed tough fight. Brad Takona beat the Dagestan. I don't care about the tough fight. I don't care about the Ultimate Fighter whatsoever. I think we see Brito versus Nathaniel Wood at Sao Paulo. That'd be an interesting matchup. How much should one tip? I just take whatever the cost of my bill is and I just double it. So, you know, whatever my bill is, if it's $47, I tip $47 and I double my bill. And that's what I tip. Unless it's horrible service. It's an adorable marshmallow. I wish you live in my pocket. I wish I did as well. I wish I lived in your pocket as well. I don't know why, but I don't think Gabriel Bonfim is all that good. He keeps his chin up in the air for sure. Brito is super dangerous, though. If he fights a bit more patient, I really could see him being a contender. Yeah, but I just worry about him gassing. Manel Kape versus Kai Kara France prediction. I'm going Kai Kara France. But Manel Kape may very well win that fight. 100% tip, Joey's rich. No. Me and my buddy used to text each other. I'd be like, hey, text me a number between 1 and 100. And then whatever it was, I'd tip that much. And then I just send him a picture of the receipt. But yeah, I think you should tip well, especially if you get good service. I think it's bullshit. A lot of these companies make all this money and then they pay their workers shit. And then they expect the customer to tip on top of it. But it's not the waiter or waitress's fault that is the current system we live in. So I always try to tip really well. You know, I've left the bad tip like one time and it's just been atrocious service, basically non-existent. So you should always tip well. I would at least always tip 20%, always, unless it's just the worst service ever. Unless it's the worst service ever, I always tip well. Joey prediction, when do you think McGregor comes back? UFC 300, March of 2024. That's when Conor McGregor returns. Damn, I'm going to get a job as a server in Baltimore if people are tipping like that. I don't know if everyone tips like that or not. Probably not, but I don't always tip like that, but I have sometimes. What about where you are already paying a delivery fee for Domino's? On top of that, you're supposed to tip as well. Dude, it's bullshit system, but you can't blame the delivery people. I don't tip as much on delivery, but like If it's like $30, I tip like $10. Something like that. I seen a random guy broken down. This is actually an interesting story. I seen a random guy broken down on the street. I don't remember. I don't remember when this was. Maybe last year, last summer, maybe. And I stopped to help him, and I tried to give him a jump. He ended up having something more wrong with his car, but I tried to help him get his car running and get out of there. And it ended up not working, but, I tried to help him for maybe half hour, 45 minutes or whatever. And then I said, all right, man, I got to go. See you later. He said, all right, man, see you later. Thank you, blah, blah, blah. And then randomly, like that was probably, I would say last maybe August, September, October, maybe. And then I think this January, I was at my grandmother's house and we ordered pizza. And I go to open the door to pay the guy. And as soon as I open the door, the guy is smiling from ear to ear. He's like, oh, hey, man. And he's just like smiling and saying hi, like he knows me. And I look at him for a second, and it hits me. It's the guy that I tried to help get his car running. I was like, oh, man, how you doing? And he was like, I'm doing good, and blah, blah, blah. And so then I was like, thank God I'm tipping him good because I already ran into him once. So luckily, I think it was like maybe like a $40 order. I probably tipped him like 20 or something. I do DoorDash. Most people don't tip. DoorDash is such a rip-off, dude. It's like whatever you buy, it's like double the cost. And then on top of that, you got to tip. But yeah, I think you should at least be tipping $10 on delivery orders. Javid Basharat versus Chris Gutierrez. I like it. I leave a lot of people on doorstep, aka contest deliveries, so they don't have to tip or look the delivery person in the eyes. That's horseshit. Dude, the way a lot of these companies run are just horseshit. Or just horseshit in general. Brendan Schaub said in his prime he could have beat Brock Lesnar. He ain't wrong, dude. I hate to say it, he ain't wrong. Brock wasn't that good. But Brock, saying that, all that being said, Brock could have finished him. Do you think the UFC will re-sign Lewis? I think PFL is going to throw a bag. Dude, PFL has $2 million. PFL has $2 million to throw at him. Bro, you did not give a 20 tip. If I felt like it, I would look through my phone right now and I would show you a picture of me tipping 100% on a bill. I don't care. I mean, especially when it's a smaller bill, I don't care. RIP Bellator. RIP. I'm pretty sure I've tipped more than the actual order before. It's not like don't take this as me, oh, I do this every single time. I'm just saying I do it. Would you ever consider doing political commentary? Probably not. Karine Silva versus Tracy Cortez. Karine Silva. Lewis wants more money than a UFC belt. He may just take the Ngannou fight. He may very well. He's got great negotiating power thanks to Ngannou. He's got great negotiating power thanks to Francis. He really does. Would you ever let your child do MMA if it was their dream? Probably not. But I guess if there's their dream, there's nothing I can do to stop them. Umar versus Song. That's an interesting fight. It's a very interesting fight. But who knows when Umar is going to return? He suffered a nasty shoulder injury, but I don't know how long. I like how everyone in the chat's acting like that. You guys don't tip people. You order food and stuff and you don't tip people. You go to restaurants, you don't tip people. You guys are clowns then. I would feel like shit if I did that. I'd feel like shit. I don't be tipping at the little places where you pick up food and they turn the tablet around to you. I don't be tipping there most of the time. Occasionally I'll tip like $2, but only like if it's you're at a restaurant with a waiter or waitress. What success rate would you give Ngannou given that he's now succeeding outside the UFC? What do you mean success rate? People order Domino's delivery and leave 0 tip often. That's fucked up, I think. I don't like the system either. I think Domino's, for the example you used, it's a multi-million-dollar corporation that can afford to pay more to these super low-wage workers. I'm not sure if they can pay. I'm not sure how it works with delivery drivers, but like with waiters and waitresses, they pay them under minimum wage, which I think is bullshit. Like, how is that fair? They're making $2 an hour. I find it ridiculous, you know, paying them $2 an hour and then they're expected to live off tips. What they should do is at least get the bare minimum of pay, like the bare minimum wage, whatever the minimum wage is in your state. Then on top of that, live off tip. Making you tip at the register is way too much. Yeah, I agree. I do occasionally, like $1 or $2, you know. I tip at the car wash, but for the most part, I'm not, just random shit, I'm not tipping. I'm not tipping at all. Success rate that his PFL deal is the deal breaker for the company. No, that's not going to be the case. I work at Uber Eats, and when I see an order for $3 and 10 miles, I instant cancel. Yeah, you should. You probably should. You probably should. I tip DoorDashers $2 to $3 at restaurants, $5, no matter what the bill is. Yeah, I mean, depending on what the order is, I would say tip more than $2 to $3 for the DoorDash. I usually tip at least. I don't usually do DoorDash, but if I do, I tip at least like $7 on like a $20 order or something. But hell with DoorDash, dude, you can't even get $20 orders. Car wash, does Joey use the gun? What do you mean? Now, there's like car washes you can go to where they have people working there and they wash your car for you. I only tip if they're NASCAR fans, agreed. Gotta tip the dasher, he's spending gas, yeah. I'll tell you one thing, guys. When I watch streamers on YouTube, specifically when they're answering questions about MMA, I at least send them $10 per hour. I at least send them $10 per hour. I'll tell you that much right now. Sometimes even $20. Sometimes even $20. I just send it to them through Super Chat, or sometimes they have a PayPal link, and it's in the description. You can donate through them through PayPal as well. And that's how I usually always tip streamers who talk about MMA as well. Sometimes I even send them a 100 piece, just to be extra nice, because it comes up in red. Love how Gaethje responded to Conor by saying he doesn't fight people on steroids. Conor lingering about... Dude, I bet you the UFC wasn't happy he said that. Joey, I just saw the X video you posted. It got heat. It got heat. Yeah, it did. Joey, do you want to become a millionaire? Yeah, sure. Okay, we get it. Nice. We get it. Nice. Okay. Appreciate the compliment. Joey, did you get Ngannou PFL deal or something with all this money? What are you talking about, dude? I'm just saying what I do occasionally here and there. Nobody's saying like I specifically says this is not something I do all the time. UFC 303 titles: Volk versus Poirier, Conor versus Gaethje, and Sugar versus O'Malley. Sugar Sean versus Sandhagen. Sure. Sign me up. There better be at least 3 titles on that card. Chandler 2 wins, 3 losses. Why would Conor bother? Because it's an easy matchup for him, or at least that's what he thinks. It's the easiest matchup in the top 5. Is what a dude really said. I saw your X video. That's funny. That is really funny. Dude, Chandler's always tweeting about the Ultimate Fighter, but I guess that's his job. Conor needs an easy win, that he does. Joey, could you beat a UFC heavyweight with 4 years of training? Dude, I'm taking out Braxton Smith right now. I'm taking out Braxton Smith right now. I got unlimited cardio, okay? If you don't believe me, ask your mother, Hap. Michael, did you ask him or what? Did you ask him about that or what? Huh? What was the answer? What was the response? Mike, I like how you're watching. So you're watching two different streams. Bro, what do you think about Woodson versus Santos? I think Woodson's was gonna win, but Santos pulled out because of visa issues, so that's not happening anymore. Santos is not fighting. Joe, with 4 years of training, generally does. Dude, I don't need 4 years. I can take out Braxton Smith right now. Hold on 1 second. Okay. How can people order contactless delivery from COVID times, leave food on their doorstep, and pay with credit card, no tip, and expect their food not to be tampered with? I don't know. I wouldn't trust it. I did. He said no. You did. What you ask? What specifically did you ask? But that's odd. That's odd. I don't know why every other day somebody's always messaging me. Oh, this guy's talking shit about you. That guy's talking shit about you. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to start talking shit. If that's what people want, I might have to give people what they want. Chandler's one Creed song away from driving his car off a cliff. Dude, the Creed classics from the old WWE days back in like early 2000s. Those were the good ones, man. Those were the good ones. Yeah, dude. Chandler's definitely stressed out. You got really close to the mic. You got really close to the mic when you said Santos isn't fighting. It made me want to watch Animal Planet. Yeah, me too. I'm thinking about turning on Animal Planet after this. How do you pick? Do you just watch fights? Or do you just... I watch fights. I watch a couple fights from each fighter and then I decide. Now, he really did say stuff about you. He said Jacqueline was nothing. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Maybe I just made that up. Maybe I didn't. But I'll take your word for it. The last few times people have said something and then I'm like, I don't believe that. Then somebody sends me a clip of it and I'm like, oh, okay, then that was true. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll start talking shit soon. Joey, I ordered 12 Musk vs. Duck shirts to your dress. Always happy to support a hard worker. Thank you. Thank you. Joey, please include Animal Planet in your cuts video for the RDA Luque card. I'll try to work in the Animal Planet reference in the video. Could you beat MMA Guru in a debate? It depends what the debate was about. It depends what the debate was about, but if it's something I believe in, 100%. But I don't think that would ever happen. I don't think it would ever happen. From what I heard, he likes to push around people who are like scared of others. You know, that's all I get. That's all I hear. You know, picking on faceless YouTube channels apparently. You would have fired Tyson Nam, probably. Honestly, he's like 40 years old. It'd be mad interesting to see you interact. You're both 6'3". I'd pay $100 to watch y'all fight. Look, you find someone that's willing to pay me, I'll fly to the UK right now. I'll leave right this second on live stream. Find someone who's willing to pay me. Win or lose, I don't give a fuck. Debate him once, dude. That would never happen. He's not going to debate me. It's just never going to happen, dude. How many subscribers he got? How many subscribers I got? It's just not going to happen. It's not realistic. So, maybe one day. Maybe one day. Look, I'll tell you. There's not one man on YouTube. There's not one man in real life Not another grown man that I'm scared of, whether it's to have a discussion with or anything else. So, Joey, how do we fix Conor McGregor to start winning again? I don't think there is a fix, dude. I don't think he cares to fight. I don't think he cares to fight. Hold on 1 second. All right. We're probably only going to go for another 15 minutes max. I got to go to bed. When do you do prediction videos? I try to do them on Sunday or Monday and release them Monday or Tuesday. Joe, I'm joining the Tapology as of today. We'll join it. We'll join it. I can go accept you into the group if you sent the request. Yeah. Would you wrestle or strike if you were a fighter? Both. Both. I'm definitely more the grappler type. I'm looking for the Boston Crab, trying to set up the Boston Crab. Joe, you should go to Thailand. They got good stuff for your debut. I'll think about it. Joe, I think you have the strength and heart advantage, but he has the 10 years on you. He's only 24. He's got 10 years on me. I look that old. Maybe it's all the late hours staying up late and working on the channel. I'm not 10 years older than 24, bro. Not even close. Not even close. It's not that much of a youth advantage. Can Hadley be top of the division? As of right now, no. As of right now, no. Who wins at 185, Sean Strickland or Leon Edwards? Probably Leon Edwards, but that'd be a tough matchup for Leon. But I think Leon would win. I think he'd outstrike him to a decision. It'd be a decision. It'd be a boring fight. Joel Marab versus Yanyu hit you with the Stone Cold Stunner and then hit you with the Rikishi Bomb and then Big John McCarthy counts 1, 2, 3. I'd hit you with the Rock Bottom, then the People's Elbow, and then I'd give you the Rikishi Stink Face. How about that one? Colby will lose. Leon is no joke. I think it could go either way. I think it could go either way. Who wins at 205, Brandon Moreno or Bryce Mitchell? That is the dumbest question ever. Speaking of old school UFC, I'm not a fan of Izzy, but when he came out headstrong, I got old vibes back. Yeah, if I was a champion, I would come out to Nickelback for sure. Watch out for the RKO. I'm definitely looking to put someone through a conference table. Is Corey via sub a good pick? Probably not. If you combine, that would be my favorite YouTube. Your two are opposites. He's your evil twin. Dude, the only time you pop into this channel is when you talk shit or you're talking about him. So you can't even convince me that you're a fan of this channel. So that's it. I mean, that's pretty much the gist of the take I get from you. Then after the match, I will put you through a flaming table while I taunt you. I'm looking for... I'm going to fight you in a buried alive match. If I'm a UFC fighter, I'm coming out to call the personality. No, dude, that's what CM Punk came out to. Don't ask me why I remember that. I'm coming out... If I'm walking out to the cage... If I'm walking out to the cage... I'm coming out to, my name is Finley, and I like to fight. Insert bagpipes. And in the post-fight interview, dropping a pipe bomb on the UFC. Okay, that's a little bit too extreme. If I wasn't a fan, why would I keep coming back? If I don't troll, why are you saying this? You have before, and all you do is come back and talk about, what's his name? Guru. I'm coming out to some Mozart. That's fair enough. Never mind, he did. Yeah, there you go. There you go, my friend. That's a little extreme. Yeah, I'm thinking of putting somebody probably, leg drop through a wooden table. And then I'm going to hit him over the head with a trash can. Dude, people legitimately thought CM Punk was going to win. They thought he could be competitive. They legit thought he could be competitive. Now, if I was really walking out, I'd come out to In the Air Tonight. That song will get me pumped. I remember Blagoy Ivanov walked out to that at UFC 244. Phil Collins. I think that's the John. I think that would get me pumped up. That'd be my John right there. That's a great walkout song for anyone, in my opinion. In my humble opinion. All right, let's test. Let's test if Hap, how long have you been watching the channel? How long have you been subscribed to the channel? Let's see if he's an actual. Let's see if he's an actual real fan of the channel. Let's find out right now. Let's find out. How long have you been subscribed to the channel? Fill me in, bro. Just because I like the idea if YouTubers I like collaborating doesn't make me a bad person. I never said you were a bad person. Why would I say that? I never thought that. Never insinuated that. I'm waiting for an answer, bro. I don't know, like 3 months? 3 months, that's your final answer? Is that your final answer? I literally subscribed when you had 700 subscribers. Thank you, TDP. And a member of the channel. I appreciate you. Appreciate you, my friend. Joey, are you and Guru enemies? Not that I know of. Not that I know of. If we are, someone's got to fill me in. Is that your final answer? 3 months. Is that how long you've been subscribed? No longer than that? Come on, man. You want it to be the center of attention. Look, come on. Type in the chat already. Is that your final answer? 3 months. TTP subscribed when I had 700. I don't know if I believe that, but if so, that's awesome, man. Dude dipped out. No, I was just asking. I didn't say you had to be subscribed for long. I was just genuinely asking. So 3 months is your answer. You said maybe 4. Let's find out real quick. Let's find out real quick. Let's find out right quick. All right, Hap. All right, Hap. Send a message in the chat. Send a message in the chat, bro. Send a message in the chat. Let's see. Let's see. Let's find out. Let's find out. let's find out. Let's see. Let's see who's here. Let's find out, boys. Let's find out. Let's find out, boys. Come on, man. Send a message in the chat. Dude's not even subscribed. He literally subscribed tonight. I'm telling you right now. Send a message in the chat, buddy. Let's see where it's at. He just comes back as like a half a troll. It's half a troll. I don't mind him, but I'm just saying. So. Where you at, bro? Where you at? That's funny. That is funny. That is hilarious. What's your opinion on the UFC getting significantly more politically globally since 2020? Here's my opinion on this, okay? I've heard for very many years, people saying keep politics out of sports. I've heard that many times. And what that really is, people don't really mean that. What they mean is keep politics that I don't agree with out of sports. In my opinion, I don't care. I don't care one way or another. But I hate the hypocrisy of keep politics out of sports. And I would prefer not, to have political bullshit. I don't really pay too much attention to political bullshit. But in sports, but everyone's entitled to talk about whatever they want, do whatever they want. And but what it really means is they don't want politics in sports that they don't agree with. That's really what they're saying. So if it's up to me, you can have it all. You can have none of it. I don't care. It doesn't bother me one way or another, unless they're forcing us to watch political ads during the UFC pay-per-views. I don't care. But yeah, okay. So he disappeared. I'll change it back now. Let's actually find out though. Let's actually find out who's been here for at least 1 year. All right, who can message in the chat? Who can message in the chat? Can anyone message in the chat? Fries, don't message in the chat. You're a moderator. Of course you can message in the chat. TTP can. Testing. So TTP, let's see how long I had. I'm going to go with 800 subscribers. Let's see, when did I have 800 subscribers? Let's go find out. 800 subscribers would have been July of 2021. Okay, so that'd be 2 years ago. Let's test TTP. Thank you guys for all being subscribed for a long time. Let's test TTP. I'm not holding it against you because you might have forgot. But I had over 2 years ago, I had 800 subs. So let's see if TTP can be the only one that can chat right now. If you can message in chat, boys. Why didn't it pop up? Did I not change it accurately? Why didn't it change? It did not change, apparently. I don't know. It didn't pop up. Did it change? Did it change or no? Okay, now it changed, I think. Okay, but that's not what I wanted. I wanted 2 years. Okay, let's see. Okay. Can anyone message in the chat now? It wasn't working before for some reason. I'm going to give this 1 minute, and then I'm going to change it back to normal. Blaze 1 can. Blaze 1 Sports can. That's wild. That's wild. All right, so Blaze 1 Sport, the only one that can message. Niles can message too. Damn, Niles, you've been a subscriber for over 2 years? That's crazy, bro. You guys, everyone who can message right now in the chat has been subbed pre-1,000 subs. Thank you, Blaze 1 Sports. Thank you, Niles. I'm going to change it back now. Anybody else, speak now or forever hold your peace. All right, let's go back. Subscribed. Niles is an OG. I haven't had the channel for 3 years, buddy. So none of you would be able to subscribe. Well, how many subscribers did I have when you subbed, Blaze? All right, sorry for alienating a lot of you guys. Now we're back to 1 minute. Everyone's like, oh, thank God I can message again. I would have been subscribed for longer if I understood your language well. Thank you, Fur. Damn, I'm not an OG. Tiramisu. P.S. That was not funny. Hey, man, it doesn't matter. Blaze your glory, Joey says, I joined April 1st, 2021, but I still couldn't see a message. You joined April 1st. It says I subscribed for 1 year, 3 months. 1 year, 3 months. Let's see how many subs I had. So 1 year, 3 months ago would be last May. I had 3,000 subs. You lying son of a gun. I would have been subscribed longer if you had that beard the whole time. That's on you, Joey. You've been warned. You watched when I had 700. I had to unsubscribe to you a few weeks ago because I wasn't getting no notifications. Hey, man, it's no big deal, Chase. Everyone's like, hey, man, I've been subscribed for a while. Some of you may have just been watching that and just not subscribed. Your Twitter been popping off for real. I know, Mario. I know. The Twitter's popping off, bro. I should go back to the long curly hair. Look, I'm be honest. I really enjoy growing out my hair, and I liked having longer hair. But ever since I cut it really short by mistake, I like it. I just like it. It's just too comfortable. How do you check how long you've been subbed for? I have no idea, bro. I swear, bro. I believe you. I'll take your word for it. All right, thank God it was back. I was building a time machine real quick. You feel the same way? Yeah, Mario. I've been being attacked on Twitter. I need your guys' support. I need your guys' support now more than ever. Your favorite MMA YouTuber is being attacked for just $20 a day. For just $20. Let me stop. That's what I was saying earlier. I'm under siege. I'm being attacked. I need to fundraise off of this. Does this channel have a Discord? Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe. Maybe not. How long you been subbed for? Yeah, my Twitter, 2 million views. Or 1.2 million views, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to try to top that soon, too. I'm going to try to think of the most ridiculous thing I can say. I got to go. It's 5 a.m. in Germany. See y'all. I'll be live tomorrow. Joey, can you imagine people didn't even see the question you asked on your tweet? It's funny how they missed that. I know. Dude, I know. It's crazy. People trying to put their boot on my neck. People trying to talk shit when all I did was ask a legitimate question. But they're not going to bully me. I will not be bullied. I will not be put down. I will not be chastised. But yeah, that was I never expected that. I never expected that in a million years. I was just asking a legit question. And people are like, oh, this fucking idiot. Yeah, good one, bro. Again, the funniest things were the people who I could see, okay, this guy definitely has a YouTube account attached to his Twitter. And it's like, dude, why are you trying to clown on somebody else for just asking a question? I found that incredibly bizarre. But it's just the way some people are. Paul was the first public sub that he was. Dude, this hate is absolutely crazy. Talk to my coach about it. Absolutely wild. The 1 million views is for the better, though. Plus, it was just an honest question, not a statement saying it's a must. Dude, I know. I was just looking for clarification, and I still don't have full clarification. Because I understand the way that the rule is enforced, but I can't find the written rule. What is the actual rule itself? MMA fans are the worst sometimes. Everything has to turn into argument. It's like politics. Dude, I don't get it. But yeah, shout out to everyone that had my back, for real. The people messaging me like, dude, it's just tweeting to me. There's randoms that were tweeting to me too. Dude, this is an interesting question. Thanks for raising this concern. I was thinking this myself. And people messaging me on Discord and on other platforms saying, hey man, I don't get it. I don't understand it. Paul was the first public sub that he was. And now we're at 11,209, boys. It's crazy. Let's see where we were August 1st of last year. All right, let's let you guys figure it out. Where were we at? Type in the chat, how many subscribers do you think we had exactly 1 year ago today? On August 1st, 2023, or 2022, I'm sorry. How many subscribers do you think the channel had? Give it a guess. Give it a guess. Give it a guess. Give it a guess. And I just looked and now I forgot that quick. I'm going to tell you the exact amount. 4,000, I think. 5,000, 5,000, 3.24, 2,000, 2.4. 1 year ago must have been less than 2K if my memory suits me. Any other guesses? People never really comprehend what they read for real. Yeah, basically people hear what they want to hear and not what they what is actually being said. All right, here's the answer. I typed it in the chat. Boom, that is the official answer. So we've more than doubled in 1 year. So the way I see it is, as long as we at least double by next summer, we're getting close to 30. We're getting close to 30, boys. It was 2000 in January 2022. I remember all that. That's crazy. That's crazy. Hey, that's why I'm happy to have you guys who stick around and are a great part of the community, because we can kind of see the thing grow ourselves, you know, which I know that sounds kind of dumb, but hey, I feel like you guys are all part of it. You guys are all part of it. The OGs, the somewhat OGs, and it's pretty cool. We got a great community here, I think. We got a great little echo chamber here. It's awesome. I missed it. How was the illegal head kick? I don't think it was an illegal head kick. It just also touched the back of the head. Best MMA channel out there. Thank you, Niles. Thank you for buttering me up, man. If anybody else wants to send any more compliments in the chat, look, I've been mercilessly attacked all day. Okay, I've been crying. I've been just out around, just crying at the, you know, gas station and crying at the grocery store and crying, you know, every which way. I've had to hide in corners because I don't want people to see me crying over a bunch of incels on Twitter. So if you want to send some free compliments in the chat, feel free. But thank you, Niles. I appreciate you. That's insane. We going viral. Exactly, dude. Hey, man, it's for the best. Joey, toughen up. I will. Joey lived long enough to become the villain. Yep. Dude, I'm telling you. Listen, it's not by design, but I understood that it was going to happen. The level of hate that we are going to garner over the next 1 to 2 years, it's going to be glorious. It's going to be glorious, boys. Oh, my God. It's going to be good. It's going to be really good. It's going to be good. I'm telling you right now. The level of hate that we are going to garner over the next 1 to 2 years is going to be so satisfying. I actually revel in it. I enjoy it. So, I made it home. F the train. I'm happy you made it home nice and safe and sound. What's up, John O? About time you showed up, bro. Where the hell you been? We've been here for 2 hours. First, I catch you not watching the videos. And now this. Thanks for still being live. Why weren't you listening while you were traveling? What the hell, bro? You ain't got AirPods? Is the future? He's headstrong. Yeah, I'm telling you right now, you could take the entirety of Twitter. You can take the entirety of Reddit. You can take Dana White and all his sycophants. You can take, you know, 75% of the entire MMA community, and all of them can hate my guts. It's not going to affect my life. I don't care. I almost enjoy it a little bit too much. You're an OG. Thank you, thank you, thank you. For what did you say? I read something before and then I missed it. In the Latino community, there's a guy who has 999 accounts and he interacts with them. With a few, he picks one, and then with the others, he picks another. It's really sick. I don't even know what that means, to be honest. Thank you, Calico, for the 1 month of membership. All you do is smoke weed and listen to MMA Joey. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you, Josh. A lot of people who watch the channel are just smoking weed. Joe, a while ago you said you'd like to see O'Malley win against Aljo. Do you still feel that way? No. The way he started talking shit like Aljo, he has plenty of time to fight and blah, blah, blah. I didn't like that. I'm the one who thanks you. You entertain me and teach me English. I'm happy to do so. I'm happy to do so, my friend. I'm happy. Some guy told me to delete my account because of my thumbnails and that said Alex is overrated. Yeah, it's still very good. Yeah, dude. The more you grow, the more hate you're going to get. And just based on the fact that I'm not willing to pander to any fans, I'm going to consistently get a lot of hate. Consistently. But I just don't care, man. I just don't. You can't care about that type of shit. Can't care about that. Because guess what? Guess what I'm drinking right now? Guess what I'm drinking? Oh, these haters' tears. Delicious. I'm still dying that you're on the front page of UFC Reddit. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. But UFC Reddit's dead from what I understand. Only casuals go to UFC Reddit. I find it funny that some people with the worst takes on fights are the commentators. That is true. Joe, you be staying hydrated. Yeah, I do. I do. What stream was it on where I was saying I was drinking the haters' tears and it was funny as shit? I just randomly came out of nowhere and said that. It was after a fight ended and it was a prediction I got right and everyone was harassing me for it. If anyone knows, I remember somebody commented a timestamp and I was dying laughing because I forgot about it. Look, I'm not gonna put this person on blast because then we end up having a decent exchange afterwards. But I had somebody in my Twitter messages, on my Twitter replies, somebody that's a content creator in the MMA space. Okay, I never heard of them before. But they responded to my tweet. And at first, they were kind of all right. But then I responded engaging in a conversation. And then they were acting like, oh, you're just a troll. You're just looking for attention. And I said, and you're not going to be able to read this message. But I said, if you're going to call me a troll, I'm going to act like one. Okay? And this person who happens to be a content creator, apparently, had one of the worst Damon Jackson hairlines I have ever seen in my entire life. So this is what I responded with. I said, I'm not going to show you, it doesn't matter the full message, but I said, if you're going to call me a troll, I'm going to act like one. And I sent this message back. That's what I sent back. That was the funniest interaction of the day. That is the funniest interaction of the day. I was dying. I was absolutely dying because I genuinely, what it was a mob mentality. One person responded, and then 5 people responded, 10 people responded, and they were like, oh, let's all jump on it. Let's all jump on it. Oh, this is getting a lot of traction. Let's jump on it. I want to hitch my name to this, 1.2 million impression tweet. Let me hitch my name to it. I don't know how many times I can say this, and I said it multiple times on Twitter. It was a good faith question. Generally, the rule is not clear. It's not written clear in the unified rules. So that's all I was asking, and people were like, "Dude, you're a fucking troll. You're looking for attention." And it was one of the funnest days I've had on Twitter ever. I think it's the funnest day I've had on Twitter since I downloaded the platform. Because what's great about Twitter that I won't do here, I told you guys, I love confrontation. There's nothing I love more. I wake up every day and pray for a confrontation. Okay? But I don't do it on YouTube because that's not what this is. I'm not looking for clout. Of course, can I go after everyone and attack everyone and just talk shit on everyone? And would I generate probably more interest. Yeah, sure. Could I pick out MMA YouTubers and shit on them and generate interest? Of course I could. Of course I could. That's not what we do here. I want my channel built around discussing MMA. Discussing MMA. That's it. That's it. I want to discuss MMA. I'm not looking to clout chase. I'm not looking to leech off anyone else's name. I'm just looking to talk about MMA. But what's great about Twitter is I don't have a following there. I don't care about giving anyone's name a little bit of, I don't, like here, one, that's not what I want to do here, but also I don't want to give them any clout at all. Even the small amount of clout that I could give them with an 11,000 subscriber channel, I don't want to give them that clout. I don't want to give them the satisfaction of mentioning their name. So I can't mention them here. But on Twitter, I don't care. I had like 600 followers. Now I got 800. But it doesn't matter there because no one really barely sees the responses. And I'll gladly shit on them. I'll just shit all over them. Just shit all over them, and I'll have fun doing it. And I enjoyed that. So some people like to be a part of that mob mentality. Me, I'll be the guy that's attempted to be bullied. I'll be that guy gladly, and I'll enjoy it. And some people aren't meant for that. Some people will fold under that type of pressure. Some people let it upset them or disturb their lives. That's not going to be me. I don't care. I literally do not care enough to let it affect me. I just enjoy it for what it is. We're gonna talk a little bit of shit. That's cool. You gave me what I wanted today. I wake up every day and I pray for a confrontation. I pray for some type of verbal altercation. I pray for that every single day. I enjoy that. That is a hobby of mine. But you don't often get it. Today I got it thousands of times over. So, and I guarantee my channel got exposure for it. My Twitter definitely got exposure for it. Got a lot of new followers on Twitter. I had some people who were willing to participate in a good faith debate about it. And, yeah, I mean, it's just more hate to come, boys. More hate to come because I'm always going to speak my mind. People were like, delete this tweet. Delete it. Just delete it. Just delete this tweet. You need to delete it. And what's funny is you can create a Twitter thread where you can respond to your tweet. And I kept doing that every couple hours. Let me read you the whole thread. That's what we'll do to end the stream, basically. I'll read you the whole thread. And I did this intentionally to piss those people off. Because I knew they were going to read it all. And they all, oh my God, I still have 20 notifications on here. And I just cleared it out. So you guys know the initial tweet. So then I responded and I said, the MMA Twitter community are some of the dumbest people on earth. Reading and comprehension isn't their strong suit for sure. I was genuinely wondering what the ruling would be on this weird gray area. I clearly said I don't wish anything to actually happen. That got 55,000 views. And then I responded a couple hours later. I said, it's seriously crazy how much attention this tweet has gotten from the brain dead MMA Twitter community. Just goes to show how dumb that they are somebody that can't, just goes to show how dumb they are that somebody can't wonder on the clarification of a rule without being hassled by people hiding behind anonymous names and profile pictures. And then I responded one last time and I said, hey, does anybody else want to pile on for some hate for simply asking a legitimate question? I would love to see this bad boy hit 1 million views. Thank you guys so much for making this tweet reach the masses. Appreciate all the brain dead MMA fans out there. So I know that one really pissed them off. And people were responding to those too. Calling me brain dead when you kept this take. It wasn't a take. It was just a question. It was just a question that nobody seemed to have a true answer for. So that's the entire thread. I enjoyed every second of it. Those people don't act like that in real life. They would never act like that in real life. They wouldn't treat another human being like that in real life. They're all pussies who live on Twitter and are just incels and don't have any power in their real life, would never talk to another grown man like that in their real life. And they're just sitting on Twitter all day discussing MMA. and they're spending years of their lives, their youngest years of their lives, whether it be their 20s and their 30s, and they're just getting absolutely no women. You know, they're not getting any pussy. They're angry about that. They hate women because of it, and they're just on Twitter. Who can I insult today? Who can I insult today because I'm so mad at the world? I'm Elliot Rodger. I'm one Creed song away from being Elliot Rodger. You know, that's what these people are. That's what these people are. They would never talk to a grown man like that in real life. They would never talk to somebody like that in real life because guess what? They're pussies. I'm telling you, they're pussies. You know? So there you go. That's the truth. If you don't believe me, I don't know what to tell you, but that's the truth. These people are just looking to latch on to anything. Joey, who's your favorite porn star? Definitely your mother. TikTok, Twitter, and Facebook, all horrible apps, by the way. They just feed their egos, trout debating, and online arguing. Yeah, none of them. Every person who responded who was like a content creator had no following. Nothing. Some dude was bragging that he had 1,500 subscribers. He had 1,500 followers on Twitter. I'm like, oh shit. Let me go read you that one. That one's really good. I'll read you guys that one. Actually, I can pull it up on my computer. Why am I pulling it up on my phone? I can find it much quicker. Let me go read it on my thing. This interaction. This is actually apparently a content creator. Apparently a content creator. He responded and said, "Are you really sitting behind your computer typing up some paragraphs?" And this guy has a YouTube channel. He's got like 500 subscribers. He's been doing it for years. His channel's literally dead. Let me go look how long he's been doing it for, just out of curiosity. He's had a channel since 2015. Okay, let's see. He only has live streams. He's had a channel since 2015. He's had live streams he's been live streaming for about 8 months. He has 204 subscribers, okay? 204 subscribers. Let's read what he had to say. "Are you sitting still behind a computer typing up sorry paragraphs?" And I responded to him and I said, "Bro, it seems like you have a dead YouTube channel to tend to." And he said, "No, actually, and tons of people here on Twitter are where I'm at. So you're basically crapping on a lot of SOF intelligent cappers who don't really post and start at YouTube. I've never heard of you before in my life. I get it. You look really sad in your picture. It's okay. Just kicked it in the back of the head. It might wake you up a little bit." First off, that was just a word salad that basically made no sense. I said, "Unsure what all this means. When did I ask you if you heard of me? You ended up in my mentions. Anyway, best of luck to you with that dying YouTube channel. I really do wish you nothing but success." And then he said, "Word, brother. I don't post on YouTube, but last time I checked, I have 1,100 more followers than you here on my main platform. But be you, man." And I responded, "How much revenue is Twitter generating you these days? Maybe you could shoot over some tips. I'd love to get as many followers as you one day." Yeah. Hilarious. What did somebody say? Somebody said James Lynch was saying something. What did he say? What did he say, J-Dub? I don't think he did, dude. I don't believe that. I don't think he did. You probably over-exaggerate. He was asked about it. He said, "Oh, I don't agree with it," or something like that. But yeah. How many followers? I probably got like 150, I would say. At least like 75. But yeah, that was a good one. Joey's enjoying all this. I'm telling you, I like this. I love this type of stuff. I wish I had more of it. I wish I had a YouTube channel where I could just call people out on bullshit. I might have to make just a random YouTube channel and just start calling out random bullshit in the world. I think I could grow a subscriber base there. Because I can rant about the dumbest shit in the world ever that just annoys the piss out of me. But yeah, every person that responded, I couldn't read possibly every response, but every person that I saw that ended up being a content creator, which there was quite a few, so it's happened I've seen them. All these guys had dead YouTube channels. You know, they're living off their nameless and faceless Twitter account where they tweet shit memes about MMA and they got 1,000 followers. And they're like literally like touting that to their parents as a success story. Dude really made one bet and called themselves MMA cappers. I know. Joey, what does Josh Foster's mom taste like? I'm done. Exactly. I hate that they're 20, 30-year-olds that can do this shit. It's embarrassing. Okay. All right. Yeah, dude, I think they're generally just... I think a lot of those guys are jealous. I'll be honest. I think there's a jealousy component to it. Oh, I wish I had what that guy had. It's not that big, but it's something. It's not much, but it's honest work. I couldn't handle this type of pressure. These people are pussies. I'm telling you right now, they're pussies. They're 100% pussies. I wish I could call them out on it to their face. They're pussies. You're a pussy. It's probably making plosive. But yeah, that's just the story. That's the story of the ultimate Twitter harassment. Their jealousy of Joey's MMA knowledge and charisma. F those bums, bro. Keep growing the channel. Exactly. That's why I can't mention any. I'm not going to mention any of them on YouTube. I'm not even going to give their name. But somebody said James Lynch said something. What did he say? I don't think he said. I doubt he said something like bad. He probably just said, "Oh, I don't agree with what he said." But fill me in, J-Dub. Did you get a lot of views? It got almost 1.5 million views, dude. It's the most viewed tweet I ever had. I'm going to start making fake Twitter accounts hating on Joey so Joey can have channel content. Yeah, dude, there were some good. I don't know if oh my God, dude, I just keep getting notification after notification after notification. After notification after notification. Dude, somebody took a screenshot of my profile just now and tagged me in it. I'm still in shock about how so many small MMA content creators and Twitter accounts who are mostly either dying or irrelevant tried to put their foot on my throat today simply for asking a legitimate question. Honestly disappointed to say. Dude highlighted my followers. I'm not saying I'm not one of those. I'm just saying that's disappointing to see. That's the point. But yeah, let's see how many followers this guy has. Oh, he has 19 followers. That just goes to show you. But let's see if we can get one more response. I don't know. I've responded to probably about 10 people. 15 maybe. There was that guy. I already read that. Some guy, again, another guy. Let's see what his YouTube channel is. Let's see. So he's got 962 subscribers. Let's see how long he's been doing it for. He's been doing it for over a year. Looks like 2 years. Because this is Calvin Cater Giga Chikadze breakdown. So that's the beginning of 2022, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, so he's been doing it for 2 years. So he's been doing it for what? 6 months after I started, roughly. Because if he did it in January of 2022, I started in April of 2021. So I started 8 months before him. He has 962 subscribers, okay? Let's see what he said. Incredible cope. I'm not even sure exactly what that means. Is that saying I'm upset that Dustin lost? I don't care that Dustin lost. I said, dude, I couldn't care less who won or lost. I'm just wondering what the rule in this is. It seems you have a dead YouTube channel to tend to, so why don't you just run along? But yeah, I'm still picking up followers. I might get to 1,000 followers off on Twitter on this. I can compete with that guy. I have almost 800 now. Yeah, people wanted me. I started tweeting out other things on my actual Twitter because I thought it'd be fun to see who went and looked at it. I said, even after my tweet, I'm still not 100% sure of the actual rules. Are shots to the back of the head legal as long as they're unintentional? If an opponent turns his head and the head kick lands dead center of the back of the head, is that legal? Is there a written rule? Because that's what I'm curious. Is there a written rule? I also tweeted out just like trolling around. I said, while we're at it, DQ Bobby Green for this blatant eye poke and give Tony Ferguson the next lightweight title shot. But yeah. It was a good time. These people really wanted me to crumble. And they're all just nobodies shouting into the void. Shouting into the void. And again, what's funny is just because you call someone a nobody and you say they're irrelevant and you say they, or a small channel or a small Twitter or whatever, that doesn't mean I'm saying I'm not. I'm just saying the point was you're a small YouTube channel, you're a small Twitter, and you're spending your time criticizing another small creator just because of the mob mentality. You want to attach your name to a viral tweet. Why are you so leaned in? Just because I felt like it. I was going to end the stream in a second, but then I just stopped. It's essentially when you call someone trash at football, even though you're in the NFL. There you go. Joey's never going to back down. Never. Never. I'm telling you right now, though, guys, these people would never, ever, ever speak to another grown man like that in real life. Because they're pussies. They are pussies. That's the best part. A lot of these people have definitely been neglected by their fathers and mothers, and now they show the hate towards women, and women, they have more successful than them. Always watch your body count. Yeah, and then you see a lot of people nowadays. I see this a lot online. You can't help but see it. There's so many men. I seen this recently in some dumbass reel on Instagram. You see so many men complaining about attractive women having success, whatever it may be that they're having success in. And I always seen, and the reel that I saw recently, just happened to run into it, it was some dumb motherfucker, some philosopher wannabe motherfucker on YouTube. And he was like, there's people out there building America. There's people out there paving roads and building, buildings and all this bullshit. And his take was, they are less appreciated and they make less money than some of these hot models who are running. Basically, he didn't say it, I don't think, but he basically OnlyFans is what he's saying, right? He's saying these people building America are making less money and are less appreciated than these hot models or on OnlyFans selling their shit to simps or whatever, right? And where I take issue with that is, first off, you are a product of what you can generate. You are a product of what you can generate. If I can generate $100,000 on my YouTube account right now, today, I deserve every bit of that $100,000. You are a product of what you can generate. Second off, the motherfucker paving the road, the motherfucker building the buildings, the motherfucker cutting the pipes and doing the plumbing, guess who is the weirdo simps that are paying for these girls' OnlyFans? You guessed it. Those guys. So the weirdest thing that I've noticed in today's culture, there's so many men, grown men, hating on OnlyFans models. Meanwhile, they're paying for it. They're paying for OnlyFans models. And they're mad about it because they're paying for it. If you don't want to support it, guess what? Don't buy it. And then they have to get a regular job. That's it. These are the people who are buying this shit because you're a simp, because you get no pussy, because you don't have a good personality, and you're a little bitch. That's why. That's why. You don't get any women because you're a bitch. You don't have a personality. You're an idiot. And all you do is spend all your time online purchasing OnlyFans subscriptions and looking at OnlyFans subscriptions. And then you're complaining about them. You're like, yeah, these damn girls making all this money. Meanwhile, you're the motherfucker putting it in their pocket, you dumbass. I hate that shit. Acting like it's their fault for making money. And to act like for some reason they don't deserve it. You are a product of what you can generate. If I could go to an arena right now and sing like absolute dog shit, right? If I sing like absolute dog shit, but I can sell out that arena to 100,000 fans at $5 a pop. So $500,000 in revenue. $500,000 in revenue. But I sing like dog shit, but the people want to hear it. They pay $5 a ticket, 100,000 people. Guess what? I deserve that revenue. I deserve that revenue because I was able to generate that revenue. Okay? That's it. It's annoying. And then you have motherfuckers This is some shit I seen recently too, and this is kind of connected to the whole like OnlyFans hate bullshit that I see, like weirdos like obsessing with, like they're just so mad because they don't get any girls. That's it. That's what they're genuinely mad about. They're like, oh, I got to pay $9.99 or however much it costs to do that. They talk about, oh yeah, women have it so easy. Women have it so easy, especially attractive women. You know, oh these women got it so easy. They can be Instagram models, they can be OnlyFans models, they can be this, they can be that. I'm telling you right now, I would not want to be an attractive woman in today's society at all. Because first off, if you do something else, okay, right? Let's say I was an attractive woman, okay? This is a weird hypothetical, but let's say I was an attractive woman. My MMA knowledge is the same, but I'm just an attractive woman now. That's it. You know, I was born an attractive woman, okay? You know how many people would say, I didn't know shit about MMA and the only reason I had any subscribers was because I was hot? Do you know how many people would say that? You know how many attractive women who were smart, who worked their way up to a position of power, but guess what? Everyone says, oh, they only got there because they're hot. They only got there because they're attractive. They only made it there because they're attractive. They don't know shit. They're not smart. They didn't go to college. I mean, that's what people say. Oh, they only got there, you know? They only got there because of their looks. Think about it. It doesn't matter if you do everything right. If you're an attractive woman, you do everything right. You're a 10 out of 10, and you just go to college, and you get a master's degree, and you do all this, and you do that. You do everything right you possibly could do to get the most amazing education ever. You're an expert in your field, and you end up in a position of power. Whatever it may be in a company, you're a vice president or a CEO of a company, and you're just a 10 out of 10, you know? Every single person is going to say she only got there because she's attractive. I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want that at all, you know? So I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say. And too many people are acting like that nowadays. And it's just weird as shit. It's just very weird, you know? The shit about, oh, women have it too easy and this and that. It's just what it is. When you hear people, most people who were talking like that, usually they're Elliot Rodgers. They're the Elliot Rodgers of the world. So, but yeah. I don't even know how we ended up that. You'd have 100K subs by now. That is true. That is very true. But I'm saying, even if I deserved it because of my knowledge, people would discredit it. No matter what you did, it would be discredited, you know? Anywho, I don't know why you're making some generalizations and assumptions. Well, like what percentage of these guys have OnlyFans accounts? That doesn't even make sense. The ends justify the means. Watch me get this. Whoa. That's American culture. I watch Mackenzie Dern for elite skills, not our ass guys. Come on, there you go. You'll be on your way to the Grammys, even Joey, if you were a hot woman. Okay. Tracy Cortez is the GOAT. That's why. Fair enough. Fair enough, boys. But yeah, I forgot what not the tweet. Excuse me. Damn, that was crazy. Joe, you're on fire tonight. They hate it too. How did this start? I don't remember. Somebody asked me about something. What's up, paint sniffers? Skang, I've been waiting for your donos all night. But yeah, there was something. But I just find that whole incel culture weird in general. People calling you a casual and then proceed to not explain anything correctly is hilarious. Not one single person pointed out the actual rule. Not one single person. Stop the fight. Joey is slaughtering right now, hurting so many simp feelings. It's true, man. It's the weirdest thing. The same motherfuckers complaining about like girls and Instagram models, you know, posting with their asses and shit and doing the OnlyFans shit. The same people complaining about them making money are the same motherfuckers putting their money in their pocket. because they don't get any women. So that's what they're doing with their free time. They're paying for that shit. It's an embarrassment. It's an embarrassment. I'm broke. You'll have to wait till payday. Skang, I saw your comment, bro. I saw your comment. Don't think you're going to get away with that. All right, what did I miss? What did I miss? Because I was just talking about random shit. I don't even know where it came from. I'm signing the contract with Feet Finder tomorrow. Wish me luck. I will. Yeah, stop buying it. Don't support it. When I don't support something, I don't buy it. That's for sure. People acting like Joey doesn't know the fight game is hilarious. They can think what they want, bro. Joey, that's why we support you. You're a real one who does not pander. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I can't imagine being one of those weirdos who just go online and pay for porn. Like, that is so bizarre to me. I can't imagine that. I can't imagine that. That's funny. That is so funny. Joe will help you to get your life straight. Yeah. You've lost it in life. That is true. The only OnlyFans that I purchased is Diego Sanchez and Joshua Fabio. The full incel culture has only been severely elevated by figures like... I don't even know who that guy is other than he's like a social media guy. Created many wannabe philosophers. I do see all the wannabe philosophers. Joey on life? Maybe. Joey, would you start an OnlyFans per $1 million per month? For $1 million per month? Of course I would. Of course I would. Why wouldn't I? It makes sense. You know what that type of shit reminds me of? I've seen multiple stories in the past. Don't ask me where because I can't even remember where, but I'm sure you could find it. Like weird documentaries of like, or just stories in general of like some girl who may or may not have done porn and then her whole entire community finds out and like they have to move communities. Like I'm pretty sure I've seen like a documentary on some shit like that before. And what I find funny about that is, right, in that hypothetical situation, right? In that hypothetical situation, okay? You have a girl who supposedly did porn. Now her community has found out about her porn, right? Now all of a sudden she's getting criticized and ostracized and she has to move out of her community. She's embarrassed her family now. Everyone's complaining. You know, you're talking about one of these probably like Midwest towns, whatever, right? What I always find funny about situations like that, and this had to be in a documentary like in the last 2 years. I can't remember what it was though. Had they found out she was, how do you think she found out? Because the guy next door who's complaining about it was watching it. The guy 3 doors down that's complaining about it was watching it. The guy that's embarrassing the family at church was watching that shit. That's how. That's how. Joey, how come you never followed me back on Insta? I must have missed it. Go message me or something. I don't know. Like that's what I find so weird, you know? These people act like they have such moral high standards. Like, oh my God, this is disturbing. This is disgusting. But then you're going to go support it. So that's what I find funny. It's like, oh, now this family's horrible. This girl's horrible. She does porn. Well, how'd you find out? That'd be my first question. How do you know? I didn't. Prove it. Prove it. Come on, how do you know? I'm telling you right now, that's 100% true. I saw that in a documentary somewhere. What if you watch it in an incognito tab? Okay. They can't find out unless they found it. Exactly. What are they looking at? What are they looking at? They watch highlights. That's what they say. They watch highlights. What are they watching? What are they watching? Some type of compilation? So Sandhagen font. Am I right? What about it? I'm going Sandhagen. Full card prediction is out. Did you watch it? Let's see how many views that got. I probably didn't do that good because I released it at a horrible time. It's still picking up some views. It's still picking up some views, boys. Her coworker got mad at her and decided to snitch on her to her church group. I just deny it. But like, I didn't do that. I don't know what she's talking about. Prove it. Prove it. The guy piping her? Yeah, okay. That makes sense. I haven't seen one person pick Rob. Yeah, dude. What if Rob gets a massive upset? Wouldn't that be crazy? Anyhow, boys, we've gone for a long time tonight. 2 hours and 34 minutes. Sandhagen TKO, that's what I'm going with. Everybody like the stream. If you have not yet liked the stream yet, like the stream. I would greatly appreciate it. Shout out to, I recognize this name, but I cannot pronounce it. Ashul Tosh responded on Twitter and said, basically, it's a good question. Everyone, I've barely found anyone that's responding that most of them have under 100 followers on Twitter. Yeah, everybody run up the likes on the stream. I live by the philosophy that just let me do what I want and don't bother me, and I'll do the same. There you go. There you go. Is Alex P overrated? He beat Jan, but it was in Utah, but I still can't figure him out. Yes, he's massively overrated. He's probably the most overrated fighter on the roster. Cheeto wrecked Rob. Cory wrecked Cheeto. I feel like we know what's going to happen. Yeah, that's not always true, though. I just can't believe Rob got Sweet Chin musicked. That's what I can't let go of. I mean, like, how are you going to get Sweet Chin music? If you get Sweet Chin music, it's hard for me to pick you in a fight. It was hard for me to pick him over Yanez. But I did anyway. I got a million tabs open now. Let me exit out of these tabs, boys. Don't need them no more. It's clown. Most viewed stream, 1.1K. Dude's talking shit on Twitter. He streamed 1 month ago for 2 hours. He got 188 views. And he's tweeting at me talking shit. What a clown. What an absolute clown with his 480p quality. No, don't tell. Dude's got the StreamYard logo. I'm done. Dude's got the StreamYard logo leeching on my 1.2 million impression tweet. That's wild. Oh, it's 1.3 now, boys. Yeah, if you guys could also, if you're double check, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. What my research found is that a referee and commission is at the discretion to call an illegal strike. Yep, that's what I've understand. We've gone for a long time. Pause. Yep. I've pleasured you guys a ridiculous amount tonight. Sandhagen is better than Font everywhere. I agree. The only way Font is better is just is striking with it is boxing. Just boxing. I think Yanez can win versus Jonathan. I think Yanez will win against Jonathan. I think Jonathan lost his last fight, to be quite honest. I think he lost his last fight. But yeah. Guys, this was an excellent stream tonight. I really had a good time. It was a lot of fun. But I'm tired as hell. I was dying when you were clowning MMA YouTubers. Dude, what they were trying to do was latch on. They're jealous. They're jealous. Truly jealous. Great stream. Thank you, Blaze One. Batista over Garbrandt for sure. Sandhagen will beat Font. Ariel Black. Microsoft Office reference. What'd you guys think of the stream? Rank the stream 1 out of 10. How would you guys grade it before we go? You just blanked out right there? I was just realizing what time is this. 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. My favorite Twitter personality. What's up, Joey? I appreciate you, Billy. I don't know if you mean that or you're lying. 4 barely got here. All your streams are good. I chill and play guitar and listen. 10 out of 10. Look, you guys better watch out. You're going to put a target on your back. You're going to put a target on your back. This is one hated man. This is a hated man right here. You guys are associated with a hated man. All right? The MMA community doesn't like me. The Twitter community doesn't like me. Well, the MMA Twitter community doesn't like me is really what I should say. And the UFC doesn't like me. Ariel Helwani doesn't like me. And we gotta battle back. We gotta battle back. We gotta deal with it. We all want the clout. Came in tired and destroyed scrub MMA fans. That is true. Join late, but I love it when you make people tired. We were talking about it earlier, John. If you think this is bad, wait another year or two. Wait another year or two. We're going to be getting so much hate. We're going to be getting so much hate, it's not even going to be funny. But I welcome it. I welcome it. I'm not going out of my way to attempt to get it, but I welcome it 100% with open arms. Every day. Every day I'm like, yes. Please give me a confrontation today. Please give me a confrontation today. Thank you. Thank you, MMA gods. Thank you, MMA gods. Give me a confrontation today. But, yeah, I'm just saying what I believe. I'm not going to be bullied out of my opinions. I'm not going to be bullied out of my thoughts. And if I have to, I'll be gladly attacked and I'll throw a couple zingers back, at least on Twitter, until I get a big following. Then I'm not responding. So I'm not giving them I'm not going to give them the satisfaction. But for now, I'll give them a little heat, and then eventually when we start a tier 2 with the members, when we start another tier and we do some members only streams, I'll really let them have it. Don't let them bully you, son. Never change, man. Your opinions and MMA are much needed. People who hold on similar opinions have no other platforms. People who hold similar opinions have no other platforms. Dude, I don't feel like there's anyone who matches my opinions, you know, in terms of who are willing to actually say it. There's people who match the opinions, who have the same opinions, who seem this, not all the same, but I'm saying there's people who see a lot of the same stuff that I see, but they're not willing to say it because they're worried about the brain dead MMA masses coming for their neck, looking to step on their neck. Is Conor really fighting Gaethje? It's possible. But I'll never change. It doesn't matter. Look, you could literally send 2 million people after me. Don't give a fuck. Not going to hurt me one bit. I'll continue making my videos. I'll continue enjoying myself. And if they want to give me an extra view, they want to give me an extra interaction, I'll take it. Let's go 3 hours. Fuck it. Now, I got to get up early and I got to go to bed. I'm tired. I didn't sleep at all day. Didn't even take a nap. I made Twitter successful. Yeah, it's full of like weird gamblers who think they know everything and call themselves cappers because they bet $20. Hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'm going to bed. And if you guys been here, if you guys been showing some support, I appreciate you watching the channel. Go watch my Shavkat Rakhmonov video. It's out right now on the channel. I released it a little bit earlier tonight. It would be highly appreciative if you guys would go check it out. There you go. Dude, it is what it is. You don't have to like it. It doesn't matter. They're trying to shit on me. I don't have a big following on Twitter. I'll give it right back to them. I didn't do it on here. I didn't mention any names on here. So, if you want to clutch your pearls about it, your metaphorical pearls, you can do it. I did it on Twitter. I'm not going to give them any attention here. I'll never give them any attention here. They don't deserve it. But all right, guys. I'm getting out of here. Good night. Goodbye. I'll be live tomorrow at some point. I don't know exactly when. But I will see you guys later. Go to the Shavkat video in the chat. Good night.